center. Faceoff will go to the Komets, swept in by Szydlowski and behind the net. Pick back up, Cincinnati coming to center ice. On it goes, off behind the net, going in for the touch. Icing called. So the first whistle of the night comes merely 10 seconds in. Cincinnati creates the problem with an icing. So
Faceoff coming back down in the Cincinnati zone. Just 10 seconds as they're feeling each other out a little bit. Same line change. Perlini in there for the center.
We know the whistle's working anyway, Russ. All right, here we come. Face off. Down they go on the corner. Pick back up. Weinstein, who's one of their real key guys, managed to move the puck away. Good hit right off the bat by Embach as he bangs hard into Mealy. And here goes the shot high over the back of the net. Into the corner they come. Trying to move it out. They got it at the point left side. Look out at the net. Boom, wide. In it goes as Perlini fights for the puck. Sends it wide. He's got it back again. Whoa, nicely up the middle. Let her go.
Shot. Missed the net.
Just missed her. Oh, and it went in. It went in.
Count it.
I think it went off Embach, if I'm not mistaken. Came off the kick rail behind. Embach was breaking to the net. Bang! There it was.
And on the bank off the backboards, there was a collision at the net that knocked the post off.
Yeah.
And that's what Cincinnati's complaining now. That all happened at the same time. Puck went in after the puck hit the backboards. Come out, bang, bang at the net, and the puck's in the net. Referee saw it, and he counted the goal. So they're still talking about it over there. Lines were involved and everything, but it's going to be a goal. Yes, it is. Komets go ahead 1-0.
I believe it was Embach who got the goal and went off his skate, and he was right on the edge of the goal crease. So we get on in a hurry, and we'll have to wait for 42. The official to get it up to us. So that's a good way to get started.
Yep.
At least they have to catch you from here on in. Here we come as Szydlowski lost the draw. Cincinnati with it back up the wall. Embach got it. Now the Komets a little forecheck, dropping it back into the corner, but Cincinnati taking over.
Perlini and Southorn.
All righty, how about that? 10-9 with the assist. So we're on the board. Here we come. Komets put pressure on in the zone. Whistle blows. What do we have? Offside. Faceoff will be back outside the Cincinnati blue line. Just underway, 42 seconds in. Embach nails number 17.
Yep, 17 goals. Having a great year right now. And again, they put them back together, Perlini and Szydlowski, and that's a combination hasn't been together for about a month or so as they've been experimenting with lines, but back together again, and it pays off already.
Komets now get the draw. Saul has to go back deep to play it. Around behind the net, came up on the wing, left side. Here they go. Cross rink on it. Can't catch up in the nick of time as chasing it down was Perry. Couldn't quite get there. Komets get it back at their own blue line, up the wall. Nicely tipped back inside the zone. Back out at center. And back it goes again as Weber drives it deep in the corner. Komets get a line change, and here comes Cincinnati. Long pass all the way to the Fort Wayne blue line. Touched up there by Daniels. Round behind the net. Take a look. There's a check on you. Good move, but they just missed the pass on the outlet. Here they come back into the zone. As breaking down was Leo Thomas trying to get a piece of it. Cincinnati at the net. Oh, they're right all over that time. Nagle, somebody was in front of him, but here they go. Chased it back down as Szydlowski goes deep. Can't play. Cincinnati back up on the move. Wilson going into the zone. He's taken off the play nicely. And the Komets have to go left wall. Can't play it. It's recovered as Fjord down in the zone. Still has it up in front of the net. Goes wide. Leo Thomas, good pass. Goes wide. They pick it back up. Driving it into the zone. So it's Cincinnati. Nice pass coming out to center. Here they go, Fort Wayne line. All the way left wall. Can't play it again. Komets move it out. Can't get it to center. Mucking away at it is Mealy. Mealy banging away. Whoops, stick got pretty high there. But up it comes as Perlini sends it wide. Komets on the way. Blocked on the play. Back into the zone again. Here's Hamonic. He's looking. He's still looking. He's got some daylight. He's over center. Into the zone they come. All the way on the wing. Szydlowski just missed on a drive. Kept him right south. Nope, bounced over his stick. Hamonic had to go pick it up at the Komet blue line. This game, 1-0 Komets. It's turned by Perlini, but he couldn't hold the pass, and Cincinnati takes over. Pass center ice, scooping into the Komet zone, Jogan, and Jogan has it taken off his stick by Southorn, is behind the Komet net. Southie waiting around. They've got 3 guys in, I'll tell you. Everybody uptight. Now they're going to move one guy back out high on the blue line. That's going to be Yogan, but they got to come out of there. And here they come, and nice pass cross rink on the play. Broke it open well. Here we go. Offside on the play, and fanning at the same time. Shasman.
Yeah, he did a little too much zigzagging at the blue line there and forced his winger off. As the faceoff will come outside.
He deked himself right out of the
Well, he zigzagged the wrong way.
Yeah, zigged when he should have zagged.
You got it.
Hey, we're looking at 1-0 Komets here early in the match. 16:25 still to go. Face-off outside the Cyclone blue line. Back inside their zone. Recovered by Weinstein, the D-man. Spread out the right side into the corner. It comes off behind the net. Saul goes to chase it down. Talk to somebody. Look out. This one high in the air. Back off the wall. Hurry, hurry. Into the zone. Here we come. Tipped wide into the far corner. Played off the wall. Trying to move it to the point. Saul can't play it. Breaking out at center. Here comes Yogan to the Comet line. Takes a look in front of the net. That a boy hanging on.
Penalty come up.
Is Nagle. 15:58 left period. Number 1. 1-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Hey, Komets fans, what's been a tradition in Fort Wayne for more than 50 years? Komet Hockey, of course, and so has another homegrown favorite, Sunbeam Bread. Baked right here in downtown Fort Wayne, delicious, nutritious Sunbeam Bread has been making the best sandwiches for young Komets fans since 1957. Sunbeam is the best tasting white bread around, and kids love Sunbeam because it's softest and stays softest longest. So pick up a loaf of Sunbeam Bread today and go Komets!
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Play 4 against 4.
All right, here we come with the face-off for Cincinnati. Going to the Komet line. Up the wall. Trying to get a shot away wide as Greisel couldn't make the play. Good hit. Southorn took his man off the puck. Cincinnati recovering. They try to get it all the way up top. Here's one in front of the net, way up onto the screen as it's right over the top. Watching it fly over his head that time, Nagle. He knew he had a whistle coming on that one. 15:35, so it's a minor that keeps him at 4 aside. Kaczerski for a hook for the Komets, and Downing on Sportsman for Cincinnati at 4:02.
Yeah, Kaczerski was doing the hooking. I think Downing grabbed the stick and holding on to a stick, and that created that unsportsmanlike. So they both go in the box. They got 4 against 4 right now, so a little bit of ice skating room out there for 4-on-4.
Okay, Huard heads to the draw. As out comes the puck to neutral ice. Nope, stayed inside the blue line apparently. Recovered there by Weinstein. Now the Komets break out. In comes all the way to left side trying to get a backhander is Montgomery. Shot went wide trying to keep it. Montgomery going in, hustling hard. The big body knocked it down again behind the net. Got it back one more time. Bumped away. Here we come. We got a point man, but instead
take a shot.
Hey, out at the point. Nicely played. All the way on the left point. On the front of the net. Goes wide far corner. Trying to make the play was Kyle Thomas. Couldn't play. Picked back up. Here comes Greisel on his way. Dropped off to the D, and they're on the move out the left wing. Nice hit on Weinstein. Took him off the puck. And Embach gets a pretty good hit on his man. Here comes
Daniels with him.
Here comes Daniels leading the rush. Back to Embach right over his stick, and here they come the other way. Embach was looking at the traffic about the time he should have been putting a stick down. Now hustling hard to the corner is Grierston, the new D-man for the Caves. Here's a shot high. Boy, they left that one sitting out. Look out, right in the middle. Muirs takes a hit, rolls off it, turns the puck wide. Oh, but a bad pass just deflected, and Cincinnati at center takes over, and here comes Weissopel back to the line. Trying to break it up, it was Embach, couldn't get to it. Cincinnati using up a lot of space. Weissopel coming to the line, fires it all the way opposite into the deep right corner. Komets have it back. They got a man running nicely up the wing into the zone. Nicely picked out by Leo Thomas. The drive. Boy, he had
on the stride.
He had him going for that one, boy, right in stride. They got it again.
Right to the net, rebound.
Here they come as Thomas piled up in front of the net. Down he goes on the goal mouth along with the goaltender, but the goaltender hanging on as Isles coming up with a big save.
Well, the shot coming from the point. Thomas went right to the net. Isles got a piece of it. Thomas was all over him. Big scramble right there. Finally, Isles was able to out-wrestle him and get the puck and freeze a whistle.
1-0 Komets, period number 1. This is Komet Hockey.
Aaron Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, back we go. Action inside the Cincinnati zone to the right of Andy Isles, the goaltender. Perlini tried to pick it off. Down in the corner it comes. Komets get it back. Embach trying to cover it up.
Another penalty coming up.
This one will be against Embach.
Yeah, Embach a little too aggressive right in there. Got in, got it stick underneath the defenseman, and a
hook, eh?
Hooking penalty on it. He doesn't even have a stick, and he's complaining to the referee. He got a hooking penalty.
That's why he doesn't have a stick.
Yeah, they hand him the. Yeah.
Thanks for the stick.
Where'd my stick go? I was hooking him.
Power play coming up now for the Cincinnati Cyclones. Face off to the left to Nagle in the Fort Wayne zone. Into the draw, the Komets, Nikita Szydlowski, as he will vie this time with Carlson. Szydlowski got a piece of that one. Up the ice it comes, and everybody just fighting for a loose puck they couldn't get a stick on. Here they come back up again. They just can't find a handle on it. Round behind the net. After it again. Good hit that time as Weber takes his guy off the play. But and a centering pass all the way down the far end of the rink as Jogan tried to set it up.
Power play Cincinnati.
Here we come again. Trying to move it around. Get it going. Komets with one man deep and everybody else on the way back. Almost deflected on the forecheck that time by Shaftsma. But here comes Cincinnati into the zone. Dropping it off on the trailer is Jogan trying to come to the net. Here's Saul back around the wall. He couldn't get good wood on that one at all. Get it out of there. Coming nicely. Here we come.
Get it up.
On the way. Woo, knocked down at the Cincinnati blue line by Watsapple, who turned it right wide. Nice save as Nagle watched him come sneaking in down the near side. Good hit by Saul. Roughs his guy up big time. Komets come back. Here we come, going hard to the line. It's Shaftsma. In he goes to the front of the net. Tied up. He got it back again. Tries to dump it. He got it again. Now he still got it. Now he moves it up to his defense. Good move. Burn the clock. Burn the clock. 40 seconds still left on the power play. Easy pass into the zone. Here it goes. Dumped deep that time. As the Komets send it wide, Sid sends it behind the net. Komets change the penalty kill, and here comes Cincinnati up the left wall hard as Weinstein. Wide on the right side shot, just wide of the net as Nagle had that one lined up.
Got a piece of it.
Look out up front they come, and you got to move it. As the new guy, Gertson, tried to get a piece of it, and they caught him before he could move the puck. Here they come up top, trying to move the play. Can't get it yet. Cross rink on the half wall right side. Still no play. Now back in the corner, moving the puck well. As out top, trying to get the shot away this time. Weinstein can't shoot it. Came off the near wall, kept in by Weinstein.
Walking in,
he fires. Scramble, no additional play. And the big guy, Gersten, picked his man and just pushed him right out of the way. Gersten, big kid, 6'4", 220, another Westerner.
Yeah, Nagle's hung right in there, saw the puck from the point, made the clean save, held onto it, and then he got his help from Gerstner.
11:43 left in the period, 1-0. Komets hold the lead over Cincinnati, and this is Komet Hockey.
Elwood's Appliances is Fort Wayne's most trusted source for quality GE appliances. Family owned and operated, Elwood's Appliances has proudly served the Fort Wayne community for more than 40 years and is Fort Wayne's very own GE factory authorized scratch and dent appliance outlet. Get quality, service, and price that the big box stores just cannot provide. Whether you're looking for one appliance or a whole house full, look no further than Elwood's Appliances, 2808 Lower Huntington Road in Fort Wayne, and visit elwoodsappliance.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan and Company in Fort Wayne.
Nagle just made a good move on a loose puck at the goal mouth, I'll tell you.
Yeah, got kicked right back to him into the pads. He was able to hold it. Both teams back to full strength, 5-on-5.
Here come the Komets on their way out of the zone. Nice short lead pass going into the zone wide. Muir's trying to get back. Nope, Szydlowski going in on the corner. He's caught on the play as Booty's trying to move it back up ice. Here they come. Cross rink on the right side. They really open up the ice. Wide, side to side. Komets after it again. Couldn't hold it, and here they come. It's at center ice. Flip back into the zone. Komet D controlling. They'll move it up here. Here we come. They're looking. No options open at the moment, and they're going to hold it till it gets too tight. Nicely turned into the zone.
Waved it off. They must have touched it.
He did. He touched it. There was Montgomery just tipped enough of it at center ice to move it in. Here's Cincinnati. Whoa, big, long forward pass into the zone. Half wall right. Nice move. Nagle on the play as Thomas just carries his guy right into the corner. Quenzel.
Komets forcing the winger wide, making him shoot from off the bad angle. Off the wing, Nagle handles the puck pretty easy. Down low into the pads again. Defenseman rides him into the corner.
So, nice crowd coming in here tonight, and they're still coming in. On Friday night, they're usually the latecomers. They go and shop, grab a bite to eat, and then come to the game. So, we're not finished yet.
Probably 75, maybe 8 here tonight.
Yeah. Oh, good face-off, but it goes all the way back in the Cincinnati zone. Mike Embach going to force the issue here. Brown behind the net, took his guy off the play. Up it comes, nicely kept alive in the zone. Szydlowski
shot, Southorn.
God, whoa, what a shot. Where did that hit? Was it the goaltender?
I think
or iron?
Isles made the save.
Because it bounced off so terrifically quick. I don't know if it hit a post or him. Here we come again as trying to move it out. Perlini kept it alive to Embach. Embach couldn't make the play going for Szydlowski, and here they come out at center. Mealy on his way to the line, gives it away, turns back to the front of the net, carried off nicely by the defender, Hamonic. Here they come back the other way. Good move again. Hamonic took his guy off the play, dumped it wide. It will be icing called as back for the play will be Carlson. So they'll go into the Fort Wayne zone, face it off one more time. 10:06 left, period 1. Shots on goal, 3-3. Score on the board, 1-0. Komets, the only goal came at 42 seconds. Embach.
I like the way Hamonic used his body there. He's a big guy. He played the guy against the boards, squeezed him out, took the puck off and flipped it up the ice.
You know who was good at that was Newmeyer. Boy, he never killed anybody, but he just took it away like child's play. But Hamonic has really improved a lot, hasn't he?
He's a big boy. He's got to use that body.
And he's a good kid, and he wants to be a part of pro hockey. And he's got a lot of tools to go with it. Oh, look out. Blind pass came out at center all the way to the right wing. They send it down in the corner, knocked loose by Cincinnati. Came cross rink, couldn't get it again. Way to go.
Nagles again.
Save out top. Look out. Komets moving it. Here they come at center. Going in now to the corner. Perry wide far side, chased off by Szydlowski. Bang on the wall. Whoa, what a hit there.
Perry and quick.
Come as he really nailed his guy hard. Coming back in a hurry though was the Fort Wayne center. Moving back was Szydlowski. They protect the front of the net. And they scrum for it on the right corner. Komets try to play it. Now up top. Perry turns it wide, and they find some room. Here they come. Some daylight, driving hard all the way to center. Into the zone, try to flip it by the defense, and a kind of a weak stick on that. Weber tried to get it, just sort of tuck it in a little easy. It didn't work out. Here we come again. Good hit that time, Komets. Weber came back, got his second shot at it for a good hit. Here we come. Saul. Nice move. Turned in behind the net, far side. Leo Thomas let it go to the point all the way up top. Drive. Just missed the corner as Muirs was there. Muirs got it back again. Sends it out to the corner. Looking at the point. Can't find his guy. Turned back in the corner. Komets have it again. Montgomery. Back to Muirs. Bounced over his stick. Played now by Cincinnati. Up on the half wall right side. Here they come. Breaking out of the zone. Hard as Weinstein to the Komet line. He's met there. Komets. Oh, bad passes. They give that one away. And breaking in on the far corner was Wilson, but he couldn't find the puck on his stick. Komets come back with it. Move it. Here we come again, all the way to center. Pick back off, trying to get to that one. Muirs almost stole the play, but can't get it. Cincinnati with Tommy Mealy, the former Komet, and he goes all the way up top. Shot, save, came off the glass, down in the corner. Mealy moves it around behind the net. Komets come deeply out of the zone. Embach still got it over the line, pumps in behind the net. It's going to be Perlini going deep. Had it, couldn't hold it. Came back up the wall from the point. They got a man inside. Whoa, Weber in front of the net. It was Perlini, but he couldn't get it to him. Here they come back to the Fort Wayne zone. It'll be Hamonic chasing this one down. Back he goes. Icing will be no call.
Waved off.
Here we come with Embach. He takes a hit. Southorn there. Up ice they come one more time. The Komets didn't jump quick enough. Hamonic got beat to the puck. Look out. Nice move defensively. Embach. Here we come as Szydlowski going in hard on his man. He's got the puck. He's by one. Takes a look. Where's he going now?
Looking for somebody.
Cross ring. Here comes Southie, and he couldn't hold the pass. But here is Szydlowski again. Here he goes.
Steals, walking in.
He's there. Fires, shot, save, scramble. Up top.
Embach score.
Szydlowski.
Yeah.
Embach.
Yeah, Szydlowski did all the work. He circled the net. He took one shot. Perlini got another shot, which missed the net. That gave Szydlowski time to pick it up behind the net. He circled. And who's standing out in front of the net all by himself? Embach in the high slot. He just stopped it, teed it up, took a look, bang.
So Embach's 2 for 2 right now with 18th coming along. This is Fort Wayne Comet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Have you seen the redesigned 2016 Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra pickup trucks? This year's models have the comforts you expect and some great new features the other trucks in their class can only dream of. Made right here in Northeast Indiana, these trucks are assembled by union labor, the proud men and women of UAW 2209. American-made quality and workmanship are the cornerstones of the UAW. That quality can be yours. Stop by your Chevy and GMC dealer to test drive these 2016 models. We know you'll feel the difference.
On game day, and people are hungry. More than that, they're hangry, and it's 95 degrees out and they're thirsty. That's right, people are thrangry. They need to chill, and that gives you an idea. You remember Coors Light is filtered and bottled cold, so you pass some cold ones out. Suddenly it's like they're snowboarding in the majestic Rocky Mountains, speeding away from the peaks of Thrangry and down the slopes of yes. So they make with the cheering and let you get with the grilling. Well done. Now it's time for your Coors Light. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Great beer, great responsibility.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
We resume the action here as the face-off's in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Pat Nagle. 2-0 Comets. In other words, it's Embach 2, Cincinnati nothing right now.
Right now it is.
All right, here we come back to the action. As Nick Huard on the face-off. Comets come back up with the puck. Moving it out now is Kyle Thomas. Cross rink they come over. Center tipped into the zone, but unable to handle the play was Leo Thomas chasing this one down. Back up he comes down in front of the net. Jamming it out of the zone. Leo's got it on the half wall left side. Here we come. Shoveled back in the corner. Back on. Played nicely by Montgomery. Montgomery working his way. Gets away nicely down the wall as they try to move it back out front. Huard can't. Oh, right on net. Deflected and surprise. All of a sudden it hit his stick and that was like an electric shock. Whoa, there it is.
Yeah, Montgomery, big guy. He wrestled a puck out of the corner, got a bit of an angle shot right to the net, got deflected. Thomas was right on the doorstep looking for the rebound, but again, Isles, he grabbed onto that one and took no chances at all.
Thomas has done well since he's come back here, you know. He's a good kid, a hard worker. That's of course, our guy, Leo. Former Comet and
He played 4 years here back about 6 years ago.
A lot of championships.
IHL and the CHL.
I think 2 or 3 championships he was a part of. All right, here's Perlini back out of the play, out of the circle. In goes Embach. Ready, set. Embach. Whoa, does he get a face-off there? Here it is, down in front of the net. Here's Szydlowski. There. Whoa,
right on the net. That's a blast.
Boy, Isles just took a dive at that one and hoped he got it.
Well, he come out of his net about 3 feet outside the front of the goal crease to block the angle, and he took that shot up high. As Szydlowski had time, the defenseman moved at him and forced him to shoot it, but pretty good save there to come out and challenge the shooter like he did there.
Back we come again with Embach in the face-off one more time. He was lucky the last time, got a good one. They kick it off to the far corner. Scratching for this one. It's at the line. Turned back in the corner. Southorn deep in the zone. Looking out front, and this one slides right on by. Szydlowski going for it. Up they come at center ice. No play there as it's going to be Perlini with it now. Here's Perlini off behind the net. Spins away from a forecheck. Hurry! And here's Embach, carried it too deep in the zone. We're in trouble. Whoa, we're in big trouble now. They give it away in another. Embach steals. At center. Here we come. Perlini. He's got Szydlowski with him. Turned around behind the net. Sid watching it go by. They're making a line change on the fly. Comets keep it alive into the zone. Saul gets an elbow in the face, but he's right back and pumps one on net, hanging on Isles.
There's a high shot up the jets again.
Cody can zing it. He's got a tremendous shot. Here they come back, Fort Wayne zone. This will be icing. Back goes Saul to make a touch. Nope. No call on it. Komets trying to get out of the zone. And it's kept alive again off
to the net.
Side of the net and up into the screening. Komets having a little trouble clearing their zone right now. 5:12 to go, period 1. It is 2-0 Komets over the Cincinnati Cyclones, and this is Komet Hockey.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the work line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Here we come down into the Cincinnati zone. Puck comes back to Fort Wayne zone. Saul clears it off. Heward, they give one away, but get it back. Holy crow. Perry just got a stick on that one in the nick of time. Shaftsma coming wide, tapped into the zone to Perry. Perry gets through the D, all the way deep, chased down there and recovered by Cody Carlson around behind the net, trying to get it at the point. Here comes Cincinnati on their way to the line. Dump deep as it's Ambrose to the line. Wide, hang on.
Nagle again, nice save.
Komets trying after it. Nagle, right place, right time. Here they come, front of the net one more time. Look out. Good one again as they make a move. Dug back
a little sloppy
Wilson.
in our end.
They're putting a lot of pressure on as well. Nagle, watch that one come by. Let's move it out of the zone. Attaboy. Now take a look. Here we come. Can't clear the zone. Forecheck is vicious. Boy, I tell you, don't hesitate a moment. Heward recovers for Cincinnati, sends it back in the Fort Wayne zone. Recovered there as Gearston, the Komets' new D-man, moves to center. Here he goes. Tipped off by Leo Thomas deep in the corner. Off comes Muirs, makes the play behind the net. Here's Kyle Thomas. Thomas gets away from one. Whoa, up front we come. After Thomas can't finish the play, Cincinnati put it right back in the Komets. Recovered now. Moving nicely, Hamonic gives off to his partner, gets it on a give and go, comes to the line. A little weak one goes into the zone. He didn't get very good wood on it, but Cincinnati behind their own net now with Noonan trying to get a rush started, and the forecheck goes to Muirs, couldn't handle it. Noonan coming coast to coast on this one at the net. Attaboy, Pat, hang on.
Hamonic stays
puts
up,
this guy right on the deck and says, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, he didn't play the puck. He played the man, and that gave Nagle a time to grab onto the puck as it slid towards him. Defenseman using the size and weight, pushes the four to the side. We get the whistle. 3:04 to go. We're up by 2.
8 shots on goal, 2-0 score. Mike Embach with both goals, 17 and 18 so far in the season. And let's see, the assists, Southorn picked up one, and Perlini on the first goal. And Szydlowski has the only assist on the second goal. Back we come now in the faceoff. Andrew Yogan as he and Perlini head to the faceoff. Off to the right of Nagle. Look out, can't get it. A little weak on the play, is picked off momentarily. Saul coming back up the wall. Now the Komets have it. A little pass by Szydlowski over center. Way up in the air. Bounced right on the net and hanging on Isles. That was a little kind of an end-over-ender, and it was meant to be a slow one so the wingers could get in tight, and the goaltender says, hey, there's too many coming here.
Yeah, well, they were coming in quick. There's no doubt. Good play to dump it in and go for it. As a little flip shot to Isles, and he grabs on and kills it. Gives the Komets chance to change up the lines and get fresh troops out there.
So Shaftsma will be back at center now. Kyle Thomas moving to the right wing. Here we come, face off to the right of Isles. 2-0 K's over the Cincinnati Cyclones. They go for the loose puck, picked up by Cincinnati up the wall. Coming to center, Bootish on his way. Long lead pass, Fort Wayne zone. Cutting right through the D that time. Down.
The net.
Hanging on is Nagle. Boy, this Downing's got a set of wheels on him.
Yeah, well, they're not scared to shoot from any angle, and they're trying to look for a sloppy play where somebody drops the puck, and because they've got wingers breaking for the net, and they're just looking for loose pucks at the net. So Nagle's been pretty sharp all the way through the evening, making sure when he catches it, he freezes and gets the whistle.
Back we come to the face-off to the right of Nage. Shots on goal, 9-9.
Yep.
So Heward back into the draw for Cincinnati, and back go the Komets on the play, moving it out nicely. Tipped over the defense. Szydlowski going to beat his man to the corner. He's got him.
Whoa, heads
just
up.
Carried off to the wall. Here they come up the wall, and Embach going in to protect his buddy in a hurry.
Well, that could have been dangerous. There's no both players were rushing to go to the corner, and Szydlowski's legs got tripped out, and he was on his knees going face first into the boards, and the forechecker did not run him, which was a pretty clean play there, and sort of held him up. And
they were both out of control.
Yeah, and fortunately he didn't throw his weight at him, and because somebody could have got seriously hurt there with that charge down.
Changing him up right now. Szydlowski back into the face-off. Muir's along with him on the right side as Huard stays on for the draw. Pick back up. Cincinnati to the Fort Wayne line. Weinstein looking, trying to dump it at the net. Didn't go. Here they come. Komets try to play it up on the near wall. It's Drew Daniels. Daniels passed it loose. Oh, it's center ice. Go on it. Legging it all the way down Montgomery. Here he is.
Looking for somebody.
At the net. Couldn't find it. Here we come again. Tipped deep into the corner by Gearston. Gearston down the wall. Komets trying to dig it out. Leo Thomas.
Mears
working
in there.
at it. Mears just trying to pry it away. And that just brute force in the corner. Leo waiting for it. Never happened again. Leo got it down the wall. Turned away again and off behind the net. Komets keep it alive. As here's Drew Daniels. Shot on the money and hanging on Isles again.
Well, I think it was Montgomery that slipped back to the point as Daniels moved in. He threw it back. Montgomery let a pretty quick slap shot go from the point right on the net. Isles made a nice save down on the pads as Thomas coming out of the corner. Meir coming out of the corner looking for that loose puck. It never happened.
Pretty active period.
Yeah, it's been pretty good end to end all the way through. We've seen 2 good goals, and Komets got the right side to score.
All right, Perlini back into the faceoff one more time off to the left of Isles, the goaler for the Clones. Ready. Perlini's got it, and here we go. Embach gets away from his man right out front. Hanging on nicely that time. That was quite a move there. Here they come. Chipped away on a bad pass, but who's got it? Yep, Nagles. Came up the wall. Don't waste time. Come out to center. Move it out. That up, boy. As Neil Mealy goes after the D-man, who is Hamonic. And here come the Komets on their way again. Good lead pass, Perlini. In he goes all the way wide left. Looks for help. Oh, at the net shot.
Got it to Szydlowski.
And Sid couldn't get good wood on it, or he'd have nailed that one.
Well, Perlini, a goal mouth pass right across, but I think the defenseman got a piece of it, enough to distract Szydlowski, who couldn't get good wood on it. He did get the puck onto the net, and the goaltender made another save on it. 1:11 to go. Face up back in the Cincinnati zone, and a line change by the Komets.
So face off to the left of Isles, the goaler for the Clones. Back we come one more time as it'll be Shaftsma to the draw. Captain Jamie Shaftsma. Ready, set. One more time. Nothing dropped. We'll try it again. He's in the draw against Andy Yogan. Schaff looks for it. Yogan got the drop, picked up behind the net. Carlson coming around the wall, all the way to center, tipped into the Komet corner by Budish. Here they come at the line, moving it out to the neutral zone. Komets on it. Here
Last minute.
Couldn't hold it. Last minute of play into the zone. Zone is the big D-man, Gates. Gates coming back towards center. Lead pass chipped up into the Fort Wayne corner. Look out around behind the net. Let's get him. Komets get it back. They tap it out. Up the wall. Good lead pass to Perry. Perry took the trailer on the play, which was Weber. Get it up there. Come on. Turning it wide with 35 seconds to go. Good move that time as Kyle Thomas took care of his guy. Out the middle. Here we come as taken away again. Komets at their own zone. That puck was round like a pinball game.
Put it on the stick, guys. Too many skate passes right now.
Yeah. Here they come, working their way back out at center. Nicely tipped into the zone, going after it hard. Perry on the wall. Dingo nails his guy a shot. Now he gets double teamed on the corner. Montgomery digging for it. He can't get it. He's pressed by Ambrose behind the net. Clock runs with 5 seconds to go. Nobody's going to get too far with this one behind the net. Here we come again, front of the net. Wide buzzer goes. End of period 1. 2-0. Komets lead the Cincinnati Cyclones, and this is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word: go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life: mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers Extra Section. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report, presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, here at Radio Ringside Memorial Coliseum, Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Komets 2, Cincinnati Cyclones 1 at the end of the first period of play. Mike Embach got him on the board early with a goal mouth scramble at 42 seconds as Gordie Southorn picked up an assist, as well as Brett Perlini. 1-0 Komets. And it stayed that way until 12:06 of the period, when Sean Szydlowski gave Embach a pass to die for, and he didn't make a mistake. He just went bang, bang, and Isles didn't know where it was. Still a light one on.
Well, as we said, two evenly matched teams. They've played 6 games so far. They've won 3 apiece. This is the 7th game. They got 2 more after this. Both those games are in Cincinnati. But the Komets outshoot them 12-9 in the period. Skate pretty well. They got a little sloppy with their passing coming into their own zone. Instead of putting it on the stick, it got the skates, which gave Cincinnati another chance to put the pressure on Nagle back in the nets there. But pretty solid period all the way. They get a break on the first goal. Embach, a shot that missed the net, come off the backboards. He's right on the spot. He charged the net. There was a collision. He got the bounce, and the puck ended up in the net. But the second goal that he got out in the high slot, Szydlowski did a lot of the work going to the net, taking the puck out, throwing it to the high slot. Embach, a nice shot.
So that's what happens, and whenever you're in doubt, you either shoot it at it or go for it. And usually good things can happen to you, and that's what happened there. In the period, aside from Embach's goal at 42 seconds and Embach's goal at 12:06, Kosierski picked up a hook call at 4:02. It was Embach with a hook call at 6:15. Downing picked up an unsportsmanlike at 4:04, along with Kosierski. And so that's the way the penalties went on down the line, and no harm done beyond that.
Yeah, a couple of penalties, but the one penalty that the Komets got, Cincinnati had the power play. They had a couple of shots of it, but again, Nagle was to Johnny on the spot again, made a couple of saves around the net. The defense helping him out quite a bit tonight.
Like, I think the case tonight is Nagle is very active.
Yep.
He's not had any huge saves, but he's moving well, following the play, and he's got the side pretty well covered.
Cincinnati's a good skating hockey team. They like to go wide, they like to throw it at the net, and they like to see things happen at the net. And as I say, the defense standing up as much as they can, force him to shoot, and he looks sharp on the puck coming at him that he's able to hold on. No rebounds.
One of the things the Komets have done so far tonight, they've taken the middle away. Usually the center loops back, he comes down the middle, and he's usually the guy that's got himself a 10-15-foot alley to either work with or pass off, and they're not giving him a chance to get in there.
Well, they've done that the first period. We'll have to just see if Cincinnati's going to try to open that center up and see if the Komets can play defense against it.
So right now we're looking good. Nice crowd in here. They've got paper airplanes going all over the place. And we'll see if we can find Chuck Bailey, see if he's coming up here. And I expect him momentarily. And we have reflections. That's what we have. In the meantime, let's have a look around at the rest of the ECHL. Kalamazoo at home leads Quad City 4-2, and that is at the end of 2. Reading is at Adirondack 2-0. The third period just about to get underway. Orlando hosts Manchester, 3:47 left in the second. They're tied 2-2. At Elmira, Wheeling leads Elmira 2-1, and the second period is just about over there. 4-0 Norfolk over South Carolina at the end of 1. And Toledo at home is knocking off Brampton 3-0 with 8 minutes left in the second. Greenville's at Florida and leads them 2-0, 17:44 in the second. Indy at home, just nailing Evansville 4-0. Second period is just about over. Idaho is at Atlanta, and they are 0-0 halfway through the second. Fort Wayne here, of course, leading Cincinnati. That's 2-0 in favor of the K's. At the end of period number 1, as the Clones have done everything except score, we outshoot them 12-9. Embach with both Komet goals. And Embach, I'm sure, makes the people in Cincinnati scratch their heads saying, why did we ever get rid of that guy? He's a rat. He's killing us. I would say half Embach's goals have been scored against Cincinnati, or pretty close to it. Mike savors the fact that he can sort of take the wind out of the Clones. Chuck Bailey's along. We haven't had a chance to talk to Chuck for a long, long time. And he's kind of going over some of the reflections from my Sunday birthday. It was kind of a blur to me. And most of it, at least, I've seen some pictures here and there. But holy cow, that moved along so quick that before I knew it,
it was a surprise.
Yes, it was.
Well, the hardest thing about that, a little behind-the-scenes stuff, of course, we knew about it in the Komet office. About two of us knew about it a couple of weeks ago. Try to keep something, because Doc wanted to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
So we said, well, we got to keep it quiet. So on his emails was, remember, mum's the word. He signed off all of his emails during the 2 or 3 weeks while I was working with him and NBC. Remember, mum's the word. So, you know, and we have a lot of friends that we trust, but we just made kind of like a pact that we just weren't going to tell anybody.
Well, you know, I should have known that, because a couple of years ago, when I received my big award from the National Hockey League, Doc had his finger in that as well. And I had called him, and he never returned my call, and that's unusual, especially in the summertime. And I'd called Doc, you know, about a week before this little celebration, and he was busy then, and I knew it. And he didn't call back. And usually he'll call and say, geez, I'm sorry, you know, but I was blah, 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 and the whole thing. And I kind of let it go at that, knowing that he'd had some games that week. And I was hoping against hope that he'd show up, but there was just nothing that indicated to me that he was going to be here.
Well, that's the way we planned it.
Yes.
You know, it's the surprise that really made it perfect. And, you know, unfortunately for it to be a surprise, you can't tell anybody, because, you know, it's not that somebody else will purposely go, hey, Bob, guess what they got planned for you? It's not that.
Yeah.
It's just that they could drop a subtle hint to you and not mean to.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so we just kept it to ourselves. But all of his emails were signed mum's the word. And we worked with NBC. Quite a lot of time spent.
And I didn't know the NBC crew was coming back either.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know if I can't remember if I ever told you that NBC was going to be here to do that too.
No.
But yeah, and then you get them here, and then like when we were out on the ice, and I did the little spiel to you, telling you, well, happy birthday and that thing. Then when I bring out Mike Emmerich, and he walks out, I hand him the microphone. And these NBC guys are telling me to get out of the way. Get away. You're in the shot. You're in the shot. Move. So I had to get out of the way. And then all of a sudden, I knew
no respect, man.
I knew I was going to get the microphone back.
Yeah.
But you and Doc are out at center ice, and I'm over with Tom Didier.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking, how am I going to get that microphone back? But that's how it happens, and it was a good night. Everybody just had a ball.
Well, it was a great night all the way around, and once we finished that, Mike promised to buy me a hot dog, and he did. So after the hot dog, all loaded with relish and ketchup and you name it, we went up to where Murph sits, and Mike had a chance to talk with her. And then a crowd began to gather up there, big time, and everybody was following us. Yeah. And Kent Benson showed up. And I've gotten to know Kent very well because of my daughter and the effect she's had on Benson's daughter, who was a scholar athlete out at Indiana in volleyball. And I looked behind me, and here's this great big guy. I said, what are you doing here? He said, I wouldn't have missed this for the world. And there he was, which was another nice surprise. But overall, I couldn't have found a better night. And I know Mike he loved it down there. He did. I mean, he was with friends. He was with Hoosier friends, and he's such a friendly, considerate, kind, thoughtful guy that everyone that talked to him, he didn't just say, yeah, boom. He had good conversations. The people were thrilled. I had phone calls, and I've received some letters from people who say, now I know why you think Doc is such a great guy, because we met him.
Well, and it goes, my gosh, you know, he and I both were taking like broadcasting school and all that at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
In 1971. And I didn't know him then. He didn't know me. I mean, we were going to different schools.
Sure.
But each one of us, then I find out in 1971, each one of us interviewed you for our class lessons. So Doc, he gave me about 5, 6, 7 years ago, he gave me the CD, and he had that interview on there that he did with you in 1971. And on that CD that he gave me was your call of the 1968 Komets Dayton game. It was the 6th game of the finals, 1968, April 4th. Dayton was ahead 3-2.
Oh, yeah.
3 seconds to go in the third period. Dayton was up 3-2 in the series. So 3 seconds to go. If Dayton could hold us off, they win the cup. And your call was just, I wish I had it here so we could play it. But I'll bring it. Somehow we'll figure out how we can get this on here and put it on your device or something, so you can get it on the air. But it's your call. And Szydlowski took the face off. And like you said, Thornton was in the hole. And that means Thornton was lined up in front of the goal, straight out from the goal in the slot area. And with 3 seconds to go, the face-off was Szydlowski over to Thornton. Thornton shoots and he scores.
Bang, bang, bang.
And the crowd went crazy. There was about 4,800 here that night. And that was something that Embach used as part of his lessons in his class. And this was on a show that he did while he was working for a radio station in Port Huron.
Okay, yeah.
And he also had an interview on there with Lyle Stieg, the Port Huron announcer. So he was back in 1971. He was
John Wismer's station, Harry Wismer's brother.
Yeah.
And John also owned a hockey club.
So, Bob, we've been following you for a long time, and I've been following you since since I can remember, 1956 when I was 6 years old, 1958 when we moved into Northcrest. Never realizing, going through all my years of school, never realizing that you lived just about 4 blocks away from me.
And he was a neighbor of an original Comet by the name of Captain George Drysdale, and you guys had a great time together.
Yeah, several of the Komets back in the 50s and 60s rented houses in Northcrest.
Yeah.
Nellie Bullock lived down the street from me.
But he made his own wine.
Yeah. But we had a good time following you for a long time. So, you know, I know how Doc feels whenever he's been checking in on you from time to time for many years.
Well, it's been a great piece of fun, and it has been. It was just. I mean, once it got started, I lost track of everything except Doc. I mean, it was just a whirl. And it just never quit. And finally, when we got up here and sat down and started to do some play-by-play, I started to settle down again. And we had a great time.
He scared me a little bit, because whenever I said, here's Doc Embach, you kind of bent over halfway, and I thought, you're not going to fall on me here, are you?
I was trying to relax. I mean, it had been a tight night, you know.
Oh, it was a
good time. Well, as I've said, you know, and you work for them daily, and you know exactly who they are. I don't think I've ever met a group of people to run any kind of a business for whatever to be as thoughtful and kind and generous and just overall wonderful people as the Franke family. They are unbelievable.
It doesn't get any better.
No. And even the players love it here because they're treated like people.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of consideration, and I mean, it's just amazing. I'm so happy that all are a part of this. Again, was the fact that the Frankes did so much, and you never know what to expect when they start.
And we ain't done yet.
Oh, no. Now what do we got? Well, we got that thing on the 21st, eh?
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll see what happens to the NBC special.
Yeah, that's February 21st, Hockey Day in America. Doc will be doing an essay on Bob. It'll probably be about 2 minutes long. And I believe it'll be during the Hawks-Wild game that Doc will be doing on NBC Sports on February 21st in the afternoon. And if we can secure the video, then our game that night, we'll show the video up on our
and
on
we'll
our
be
video
home
board
that
if we
night
can get it.
besides, yeah.
Because
Sunday, isn't it?
That's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday
and
at home.
hopefully, or is that a Saturday? I don't know.
I can't remember now.
But anyway, maybe, yeah, it's a Sunday.
Yep.
Well, we play Colorado Sunday at 5 on February 21st. That's right.
That's it. So, well, you know, what can I say? It's another... The older I get, the more highlights I have. And my old heart's still hanging in there. It's sort of saying to me, Bob, cool down. Good stuff.
But the one thing you both of us want to know is whatever happened to that cake.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check Joe Franke, the rascal. He got the cake. I'll bet I can see frosting on somebody's face.
Oh, we left the scene, you know. You guys went and got your hot dog. I had to get back up here in the press box, and you guys got back up here in the press box by about the start of the third period. And we never knew what happened to the cake.
Well, you know, the cake was there, and one thing that I want to mention, when I came into the press box, there were 2 gigantic boxes of cookies from the Cookie Cottage.
They're great people.
And they were complimentary to me for my 90th. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Mike helped me carry them down. There had to be 25 or 30 pounds of cookies. It was unreal. My son, who's out at Genesis in New Haven in a rehab area, we brought some to him, and the nurses at Genesis enjoyed them. We have some at home. But, I mean, I could not believe how many beautiful, wonderful cookies, and what a variety. And thank you, Cookie Cottage, and God bless you. I've appreciated every one of them, and every one is worth maybe an ounce. But it was wonderful. I couldn't have had a nicer time.
Well, good. We had a great time, and we wouldn't have rather been anywhere else.
And thank all of you, wherever you are, for your attendance that day and the multitude of cards and things I've gotten. I didn't think I was that important. God bless you. You're making an old man happy.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. Now let's see what we can do here. I got to cover my tracks. This is Comet Hockey.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
Emergency Radio Service is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. Communicating with your fleet of vehicles across the state of Indiana just got easier and safer. Turbo Connect from ERS is a wide area two-way radio system offering talk, text, and GPS fleet management throughout most of Indiana. Turbo Connect meets Department of Transportation regulations for hands-free communications and gives you the peace of mind that you can communicate with your fleet without distraction. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.trboconnect.com.
You can sign and drive at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. The Dodge Boys have unbeatable sign and drive deals on select remaining 2015 models in stock. Drive a new 2015 Chrysler 300S that's loaded with luxury for zero money down and $349 a month. Powerful 2015 Dodge Charger is also fully loaded with sunroof and all-wheel drive for $399 a month.
The snow and ice is coming.
So get into a 2015 Jeep Cherokee Latitude for $258 per month. The all-wheel drive 2016 Dodge Journey is just $294 a month, and the 2016 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Outdoorsman is $283 per month. Shop Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep's amazing 700 vehicle inventory anytime at GlenbrookDodge.com. With the biggest selection of cars, vans, 4x4 SUVs, and trucks,
you'll always find what you're looking for.
Nobody beats a Dodge Boy deal on select 2015 models in stock. Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on Coliseum under the giant American flag and online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Yep. Well, here we go. We're on the opening face-off. The first play down deep inside the Cincinnati zone. Hanging on, Isles the goaltender, and that's where the face-off is going to be. We're 2-0 Comets, period 2, just underway. Nice crowd tonight.
Yep. Second shift, both lines have changed up again already, only after 8 seconds. So Komets didn't like that face-up. 18 seconds.
Szydlowski now heads into the draw. He'll square it up with Yogan. Off to the left. Here we come. Look out. This one, whoop, came back off the screen. That gets another whistle, so they'll do it again. They're getting 2 clean face-offs. Fortunately, the guy didn't get good wood on that one because he had a pretty good pop at it.
Kaherski in there right now for the Komets. He's got to win this draw, get it back.
ready, set. He's been pretty good in the face-off circle most of the time.
Here he won that one.
Well, yeah, got when he needed it. And here we come right through the traffic. They throw it into an impossible spot. Now the Komets have it back. Here comes Weber starting to leg it out. Waiting around to clear the business out. Here we come to center. Poked in there nicely as it was Shaftsma, but it went off his stick up into the crowd. And it was a deflection, so there will be no delay of game called on this one. And the face-off will be right at center ice. 2-0 K's. Second period is just underway.
Komets, big weekend this weekend in Toledo tomorrow, and then Kalamazoo on Sunday. Sunday, a 4 o'clock game, so get on your radios.
Here we go. Radio rink side's on the move. Here we come. Tipped deep inside Cincinnati zone. Down deep. Kashirski in the corner took his man off the play. Shaftsma going in on the forecheck. Puck slides all the way to center ice. Covered there by the Fort Wayne defense. Here we go. Back up ice. Good pass now picked up by Weber. Circling away. Trying to find a spot. He's got some room over center. Slides it down the wall. Tipped into the zone. Deep into the corner. Here comes Kashirski. Kashirski coming back on the half wall. Puts it out behind the net to Perry. Perry's got it. Slides away. Comes out front. Shot. Where did that one go? I'll tell. Isles didn't know where that one was.
Yeah, he just grabbed onto the goalpost as he came around, and the puck, I think, deflected off of him, went up into the screen, and we get the whistle anyways. They kill the play there. But, yeah, Cincinnati lost the direction of the net there for a while.
All right, we're still 2-0 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We build our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets, an auto mechanic service to fit your busy life.
WOWOAM, Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Back inside the Cincinnati zone after the icing. Ready. Komets going after it one more time as Kashirski into the draw. Can't get it. Leo Thomas it was. As Leo's been pretty good in the face-off circle. Komets keep it alive. Down on the ice goes Daniels, but he's back up again. Now the puck going deep in the zone, going hard to the corner, and making the touch, Gersten. Icing call again against Cincinnati.
Yeah, Daniels lost his edge there when we head down pretty hard, but he's looking at his skates. There must have been just a little bad ice over there that he caught a skate on. Down he went.
You know, it's funny. You make a bad pass, and the guy looks at his stick
well,
and says,
not me.
What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. All right, back we come again. As Thomas ties up his guy down on the face-off circle. Now going deep. Montgomery behind the net. Gets away. He's nailed to the boards. Back up they come right side. Montgomery gets knocked down. Here comes Cincinnati on their way out of the zone. At center. Broken up for a moment by the Komets. Now chased down deep into the corner. That time as the Komets move it up on the right wing.
Get it up.
Out of their zone. Keeping it coming. Look out. Go to the line. Flipped over the D. Knocked down as Muirs tried to cut in, but offsides the call on the play, and the face-off back in the neutral zone. Muirs trying to time it at the line, but it was a slow pass flipped up in the air, and he beat it over.
Somebody knocked it down with a high stick. The referee called that whistle, and the face-off will stay down deep in the Cincinnati zone with a line change.
It is 2-0 Komets, 17:47 to go in the second period. As Perlini trying to get the face-off. Up comes Cincinnati on the right boards, moving it out towards center. They've got it still into the Fort Wayne zone, slid to the wall as Manella up with the puck. Komets get it back, and this one wide. Perlini couldn't reach for it as it went off behind him, touched up there. Icing is called as Weissappel gets the touch. So we're back inside the Fort Wayne zone, and they're changing them up again. 2-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Meet bros Jake, Kenny, and Paul.
I got next, okay?
I guess. They may seem like just a bunch of couch potatoes, but rest assured, something profound is about to take place. Because at any moment now, Jake, Kenny, and Paul will crack open an energizing can of Mountain Dew Kickstart, and regular bros, they will be no more.
Hi!
Roly moly, it's happening! The exhilarating blast of chewing juice is entering their mouths and percolating through every facet of their existence. Before you know it, they'll be rolling on out of here, sliding across the dance floor as if it was strewn with the peels of bro-nanas. Then this trio will spend the rest of their waking hours whispering sweet, sweet broetry into the ears of any dame that will listen. And listen they shall. These guys are professionals. Let's do this. We're coming, world! It all starts with a kick. Mountain Dew Kickstart with dew, juice, and just the right amount of kick. Now available in 6 flavors that taste good. Yum.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan and Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, Komets now try to get a little forecheck on Cincinnati deep in their own zone. Oh, Shaftsma almost steals it. Back out it comes, and here come the clones, Manila, to the Fort Wayne line, but Saul tips it right back out to center as he's attacked that time by Manila. Here they come, back with the puck again, all the way left wing going into the zone. A drive, wide, back out at center again. And back comes Cincinnati, jamming this one in as Jeremy Gates. Round behind the net, look out, a drive wide of the net, far side again. As this time digging for it, Perry trying to come up the near wall. They get a man out front. Komets have the loose biscuit. In it goes. Shaftsma going nicely to the zone. Right to the side of the net. Shaftsma couldn't make a move. At the goal mouth.
He throws on
put it on the money. And hanging on Isles.
Yep. Isles had to be alert on that play. As Shaftsma over on the far side got to it quickly. Let the quick shot go from a bad angle, but it was on the net. Isles made a good save. 15:52 to go. It's period number 2. Shots on goal, 13-12. Score on the board, 2-0 Komets. All right, Leo Thomas now. He faces off inside the zone. Comes up with it, knocks his man down to get to it, but here they come in the corner. Komets have it all the way behind, right out front. Leo got a piece of that one, then ties his guy, Huard, up behind the net. Here they come again. Leo and Huard having a big battle down front. Came off behind the goal. The forecheck this time is going to be Kyle Thomas. As Muir is coming out halfway. He's got a man wide right side going hard to the wall. Goes Ambrose in the corner. But the Komets are there instead. Look out as they give it away. Again.
And here we come behind the net. Lazy pass that time. Coughed it right up in the slot. Hey, take a look. Kyle up, boy. Now they're moving it. As it was Kyle Thomas trying to tap it loose. Back it goes, Fort Wayne zone. And Komets not finishing off their passes at all here now. On the move, the big D-man, Gertson going in. Oh, what a shot, what a save. Boy, was that a quick break into the zone. Mears has just got a jet on him when he decides to cut her loose. Kashersky tied up down in the corner. As that time, Mears jumps over one man, ties up another. Komets at center ice.
Offside
trying to move it into the zone. They have a slow whistle. Get onside, guys. Now we're back. And after it again, Kashersky came back up the near wall. They get a pass going into the zone. Man breaking up the slot. Can't get the play. Turned aside. And here's Cody Soule. Legs it in. Way up in the air. Down it comes. Chase on for the loose puck after it. Shaftsma couldn't get there. Right back to center. Knocked down by the Komets. Here goes Saul. Into the zone. By one. All the way to the side of the net. Tips off behind the goal. Everything worked out well except the last pass. Komets back. Weber chased it down at the Komet blue line. Waiting as the Fort Wayne D coming back up at center. Tipped into the zone. Good lead pass.
Man
Perlini.
in front.
In front of the net.
Perry right there.
Oh, and missing that one was Perry. Another shot by Perlini missed. Turned by Southorn. Here's Southey. At the net, another one. And hanging on this time, Isles. Offside the call. Chances are coming. Chances are coming.
Nice pass right into the crease there. Perry got the puck, was in so tight he couldn't get the puck up on Isles, and the save was made.
Changing them up on the lines. 2-0 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, 'cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. station. We're geared to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Komets now with the puck. And shot on goal wide. Szydlowski coming off the right wall, just couldn't get a stick on it. Komets hold it at center. Here's Southorn waiting. His team's trying to get onside. Whoa, bad pass, but Sid's got it. Turned back up the wall. Perlini backhands it deep in the corner. Chase down there as Szydlowski with the biscuit. Nailed by Embach. The Komets go in hard on the forecheck as Leo Thomas now on his line working their way to the zone. Picked back up the middle in front of the net. Nicely wide. Komet defense sticky down in front of the net. That's where it counts. Komets try to play it. Look out. And it's held in at the far wall. Chased down there by Weissopel. He couldn't get the shot away. Komets down behind the net. Look out. Getting away. Huard behind the goal. Can't get the play. Picked off on half wall left side. Ambrose can't get it lined up. Now they got a man at the point. This one wide again. And the Komets are letting them walk around a little too much right now as here's Daniels coming back up. Little tap pass, and they try to stick handle. Muir's got beat on the play. Here we come, though, nicely. Daniels, and he goes. Shot front of the net. Oh, great play, and they just missed the corner of the net, diving his aisles.
Here we go. Here's a push.
All right, now we'll have a little...
everybody in the middle of it right now. Komet defense staying back, but a little pushing and shoving. Someone got knocked over and then fell over him, and is it Mears in the middle of it? Yeah, it's Mears. You couldn't see any numbers, but you figure he was in there.
Had to be there.
Yeah.
All right, we got 12-17 left. It is period number 2, and the Komets hold a 2-0 lead, and this is Komet Hockey.
With 16 locations throughout the state, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets team and proud of our roots. For more than 30 years, we've helped thousands of Hoosier families establish their roots with a mortgage loan. When you need a mortgage that is simple and straightforward from a name you can trust, be sure to stop by any of our offices or go to www.ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 10994. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
The brand new Bar 145 is now open on North Clinton Street right beside Baker Street, and you can enjoy gourmet burgers and even build your own with over 200,000 combinations. Their menu also offers classic bar dishes that have been kicked up a notch. This is the hottest new bar in town with excellent food, craft beers, and perfectly aged bourbon, plus a custom-built patio. The atmosphere is ambient and energetic with live entertainment from the best bands in the Midwest every Friday and Saturday night. Bar 145 is Fort Wayne's first gastropub. Bar 145, burgers, bands, and bourbon.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come. Behind the Cincinnati net, recovered by Jeremy Gates, the D-man, trying to move it out. Komets now have it in their own corner. Bad pass, but Saul fanned on it. Now he's got it back, feeds up the near boards. Take a look as the forecheck grabs the Komets deep in the corner as Weber couldn't get it. Here they come at center as Krzyzewski going in all the way
wide,
looking for help. He's there. Whoa, shot.
Missed the net.
Just missed it. Komets try to keep it alive. 2-on-1. Here comes Saul back in a hurry in front of the net. Good defensive move as Saul really came steaming back. Hey, they give it away on a blind pass. Look out. Move it down the line. Trying to keep it off as Weber couldn't finish him off. Now Saul with the puck. Short pass up the right wing going at center. Into the zone we come. Flipped deep by Perry, and the Komets get a line change. 11 minutes left of the second period. Cincinnati back on the go. It is 2-0 Komets. Turned into the zone, chased down by the Fort Wayne D. Here they come, taking a look. They're going to have some room. Nice play coming up the wall. Turned to center. Flipped all the way deep in the corner by Szydlowski and chased down deep inside the Cincinnati line by Weinstein. Weinstein now coming back, trying to set it up at center. Komet D back, makes the play, clears it off the left side. Southorn coming back up the middle, and it's into the zone.
Perlini walking in.
Perlini, drive, save,
shot.
Oh, and a rebound came wide to the corner. Komets looking for it. Szydlowski, buck up the wall. Half wall play, nice play, as Embach just leans on his guy and plasters him.
Interference to
and
somebody.
And they're going to call Embach for interference.
Yeah. Looks like Embach,
Where is it? Yep.
Yeah, Embach's headed that way. Interference was over on the side over here. There's two players over here, Cincinnati fighting Szydlowski. Embach come in and bump one of them off the play, and that was the interference call right there.
Yeah.
Komets a man short. 10:22 in the second period to go.
Face-off all the way deep inside the Fort Wayne zone at this time. 2-0 the score, and this is Komet Hockey.
The word is, remember the feeling you got?
Improvement.
When you did something you didn't know you could do?
EMENT. Improvement.
Correct. Get that feeling again at Indiana Wesleyan University. Whether you're interested in attending college for the first time, completing a degree, or earning a graduate degree, IWU can help you reach your goals. Visit IWUdegrees.com. IWU. Anything is possible.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Cincinnati power play down in the corner as Szydlowski tried to hold his guy off the play. Half wall right, trying to move it up. Flipped off behind the net by Andy Jogan. Jogan gets it back now. Cross rink pass on the left point. Fakes, can't play. Jogan's there. Shot wide of the net.
Wide.
Pick back up. Hewart moving it up the wall into the slot. Here come the Komets. They couldn't hold a bouncing puck. Picked off that time by Szydlowski behind the Fort Wayne net. Turned back as Saul got his guy wrapped up pretty good. Now out at the point, they're trying to make a play. On the right side, wide.
Missed the net with
Kept
that
in
shot.
left half wall. Here they come up top again, looking for the shot. Weisopel can't get it again. Off the side of the net. Oh, what a save. What a save. Komets going in hard, banging away Weber. Drives his guy Hewart to the net.
Weber's going to get a penalty. He was cross-checking a man pretty good. He knocked him down. Then he gave him a couple of shots when he was down. He may get a penalty from it. Not a good call right there.
Did he get it or not? Can't tell you yet.
He was waving at him. We'll see if he gets it.
It came at 10:44 if he's got it. There's still discussion down there, but I don't see any penalty box open.
No, I guess he's not going to give it to him. He got away with that one there.
He did. They call what, an offside instead?
No, they must have fallen on the puck. So the puck will come outside the zone.
9:16 still left in period 2. 2-0 Komets. 54 seconds still left on the Cincinnati power play. At center ice, it'll be Embach going to the faceoff. He tries for it. It's turned wide. Played by Cincinnati off the left wall. Mealy going to the corner. Round behind the net and came up on the half wall right side. Big hit down in the zone. Behind the net. Came all the way far out on the point left side. Half wall. Now deep left corner. After at that time, it's going to be the Komets on the move.
Nice move.
Here we come. Daniels. Good move on his part into the zone. Here we go. Szydlowski to Daniels. And at the net, as everything was perfect except Sid tipped it up over the corner of the net. Here's Cincinnati back the other way, coming to the Komet line, into the zone. 20 seconds still on the power play.
We got
2-on-1. Lead pass going into the zone. All the way in front of the net. Sid had it, couldn't finish it off.
In his skates a bit.
And back we come to the Fort Wayne blue line. Nice move. Burn up the clock. Komets have it. Here is Southorn, deep looking. He has it on the point right side now. Take a look.
Here we are, all even. 5-on-5 again.
Comes inside the Cincinnati line. Blocked once by Leo Thomas. He's got it going in the corner. He's tied up. They hold his stick. Komets trying to come back on the rush to the line. Here's Grassell. Grassell knocked off the play. Komets get it back. All the way up on the wing, right side. Komets on their way to center. Going to the line. In they go deep to the corner. Now turned off
Montgomery
deep on
into
the
the
wall.
corner.
Down we come as Muir's trying to move it around the wall, but he's nailed. It was Thomas, sorry. And here they come back at center ice into the Fort Wayne line through the defense. Nice defensive move, Komets, but they pick it right back up again. Komets had it. Turned to center. Muir's
ran into the linesman.
And here they come back, Fort Wayne zone. If you're moving, Muir's will get you.
He cut the linesman pretty good there.
Here we go. Man in front of the net. Take a look out front. Where'd it go? Komets have it. They still have it. Sent to the wall. Back out it comes. Clear to center ice. Race on. It will be won by Szydlowski, as forcing him was Muir's. Now Muir's going to chase him again. He's got the puck. Here we come. Nice pass up the middle. Drive.
On the
Turned
net.
out.
Isles makes a
Good
save.
hard shot that time. Muir's heads up that time, as he was pretty busy, managed to move it into the slot. Here they come back the other way, wide on a shot by Downing. Up they come, back at center. We're back full strength, of course. Komets have it in their own zone now, turning wide Weber. Weber coming back off the wall. Komets try to play it. Little short pass coming up the zone as Cody Saul Here they come. To center. Flipped into the zone. Chased down deep inside the Cincinnati line. Recovered there. Noonan on his way back to the Fort Wayne zone right on the net. Turned wide. Here's Saul. Has some room. Where's he going with it? Nicely passed up the middle and into the zone.
Perlini.
As Perlini couldn't make the move. Here they come. 2 men in. Still can't get the play. Saul hits his man off on the corner. Bang. Knocks him down. Noonan. Komets back up ice with the puck. At the line. Tipped by the defense. Trying to move it into the zone. Still have it. Komets go in wide. All the way up the middle. Here it is. Shot.
Perry on the net.
Boy, Perry with a great wrist shot and
Down
a great
low.
save by Isles.
Yep.
6:16 still left in this second period. 2-0 Komets, and this is Komet hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
The net. Komets on the corner as it's Hamonic who's knocked loose on the play, jamming away at it, can't get it. Here they come. Komets up the middle. They have a move going. On the wing, breaking in is Embach. Embach is forced off the play in the corner, tries to tie his guy up. It bounced right over Szydlowski's stick, and here comes Cincinnati back at center ice. Good hit as running his man off nicely is Szydlowski. Komets try to come back. Far wall. Hamonic. He's got a man trying to tip it in. It's wide of the net, and it did deflect. Yep. Here they come. Embach tries to steal. Puck comes out at center. The break. Quenville going in left side. Wide of the net on the shot. Quenville tried to follow Howard. Couldn't get it. As Howard was just moving wide. Now Komets again. Jamming at Montgomery. Komets in the corner. Tapped up the middle. And it's given away to Cincinnati. Into the zone. They come out the left side. Right in front of the net. Scramble. Cleared. Boy, that was Southorn all the way to get that one. Here they come. Back on the center ice. Yeah, get it out of there. Start over. Cincinnati with a little pressure on now. Oops, here they come. 2 men in left side. Man in front of the net. Can't play it. Heward trying to make a move. Can't get to it. Out front of the net. Komets have it again. Here they come. Moving it nicely. Flipping it up into the air. All the way back in the Cincinnati corner. No icing on that one. Good move there by the defender, Gertzen. He's the new kid on the block. Here they come back the other way. Komets in a hurry. Drew Daniels back to cover up, but picked up instead by Budish. Budish at the net. Can't make a play. Up they come. Here we come as it'll be the Komets at center. Kosierski. In he goes. Drops in behind the net. Played back off the wall by Daniels. Daniels gets away.
Looking for
somebody.
somebody.
Get it. Feeds to Kosierski. He's got it behind the net. Looking for a point man. Out it comes to the point. At the net, they try to jam it wide. Komets have it again. Here's Perry. Perry behind the net. Moving again. Short pass came up the wall. Tried to get to it. Miller, he can't play. Gave it away, and here comes Cincinnati down to the Komet line. Just picked off that time nicely by Yogan, who turns it deep. Komets try to get it out front. They have it back, and a weak pass. As whoever that was is in the zone. Here's Kosierski. His drive wide off the far side. In goes the Komets, digging it down deep into the corner. Shasma trying to get it. They've got it out. Up top, here's Weber. Weber on the half wall left side. Here it comes up top. Ooh, right over the crossbar. Perry, and this one deflected up into the crowd. 3:42 to go. Period number 2 in the score. 2-0 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth. and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. These coffee lovers source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. They also have a great dark roast coffee. Rich, full-flavored, and has a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Bad drop. All right, back we come to the face-off again to the right of Isles in goal for Cincinnati. Leo Thomas in trying to pick it off. He steals the puck away from Carlson, but bad drop, and they call a whistle. Here comes Cincinnati behind their own net. Weisopel trying to come to center. All the way back it goes. Waved off, no icing, and the Komets are back. Here's Daniels. Whoops. Came back up the wall. Take a look. On the corner. Lead pass. Good. On their way. Coming to center. Hurry, hurry. It is going to be the big guy Montgomery dumping it off in the corner. Race on for the puck as Leo Thomas wins it. Down they come. A trip. Nope, they don't call it. Back up they come as Kyle Thomas putting the pressure on. Kyle still got it. He's looking. Out at the point. Keep it alive. Here we go on the half wall. Up the middle. Shot.
Right
Scramble out in front, but
nice
cleared
shot.
off into the corner by Ambrose.
Thomas got that off.
Back they come again. Good hit that time by Kyle Thomas. Back to Comet defense goes now. Makes the play. Good move again by the big kid Gertz, and he looks good. First time out. Here they come into the zone. Tipped high into the air. Off behind the net. Komets on it again. Shaftsma trying to move it around the wall. Up left side. Out to center ice. Foot race on for this one. Komets break it up. Put it to center ice as Weber sends it wide. Coming back up. Here we come. Into the zone. Trying to tip it deep in the corner. Worked out well as Perry back goes bang and nails his guy Gates hard. Back up they come in front of the net.
Right to the net.
Cross check. A cross check in front of the net. Right in front of the referee as Gates went out and took a run at his guy, and no call made.
Well, Saul let her go quickly from the point, right on the net, and a good shot. Rebound was right there. And again, Isles made another good save cleanly.
2-0. Komets hold the lead here with a couple minutes to go in the second period. This is Comet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
We're left in the second period. 2-0 Komets. We've outshot them 20-18. Other than that, it's been a pretty even hockey game. Nothing really bad turnover-wise.
No.
Both teams working hard.
Yeah. They're both going to the net. Both teams trying to shoot the puck. I think Cincy's outshot us 9-8
in the
based
period,
on those totals. So they're going after us a bit tonight.
Here we come. Komets with it. Perlini going deep. They pin him to the wall. He's fighting hard down behind the net, tied up there by Weisopel. And Cincinnati coming out to center. Good move that time as Southorn's got it. Nice drop behind the net. Komets are back and moving it out to center ice. It's going to be Hamonic into the zone. Wide left side. Here is Embach. Oh, as Szydlowski tried to catch up with that one. He couldn't do it. Trying to move it behind the net. Picked off there. Cincinnati with the play. Back up on the wall. Nice little touch pass came to center and tapped away, but it gives the Komets a chance to get the other man back in front of the net. Look out. Pick him back off. Hamonic. Teye stayed with his man.
Play the body.
Here we come behind the net. Komets with it again.
Last minute of the period.
Here we come all the way up ice to center. Can the Komets get there? Couldn't quite reach that one as Szydlowski goes for it. Changing lines. Here they come into the fort. Oh, nice hit. As Southorn stands his guy up big time. Knocked him flat. That was Carlson. 40 seconds still left in the period. Up comes Southie again. Another good move. Trying to move it at the goal mouth. It goes wide. All the way into the corner. Look out. Grassell trying to play it. Comets back up ice, fight for the puck, trying to keep it alive. Back out it comes to center.
Here,
On the move,
trying to break out.
Montgomery tried to get to it, couldn't
get to it.
Here they come, down into the zone. Thomas, he's on it again. Boy, this guy is tenacious. Sends it deep into the zone. And back it comes Montgomery in to check it off. Komets have it, trying to come up the slot. Couldn't get it done out in front of the net. Here we come again, all the way to the point, left side.
Daniels looking.
Here we come, taking a look up top. This time, drive in front of the net. Komets behind the net.
Trying
to get a backhander. Knocked flat on the play was Kyle Thomas.
They couldn't get it in under the pads.
Wow.
Right on the side.
1
Thomas
second
right there.
Still left.
Yeah, the Komets had 3 players right there trying to jam it in. They couldn't get it in. Montgomery all involved, Thomas involved, and Thompson involved.
Boy, the effort is really great.
They were there.
Unreal.
Yeah, they smell a little blood around that net with 1 second to go. They tried to jam her in, and Isles and their defense held on.
So we'll change the lines up one more time. Refresh or decompress or whatever you're going to do with it. And they are back out ready to roll. It'll be Kashersky, as he has Shaftsma along with him, and I believe here they come fighting for the draw, scrambling for it. Buzzer sounds, period's over, and at the end of 2 we are 2-0 Komets over the Cincinnati Cyclones here at the Memorial Coliseum on a Friday night. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Does your high-interest debt make you walk a financial high wire? Conquer your fear of heights with an amazing balance transfer at Partners First Federal Credit Union. Simply transfer your high-interest debt to a Partners First Visa and get 0% annual percentage rate for 12 months and stop the balancing act. For complete details, just go to partnersfirstcu.org or visit any of their 7 Fort Wayne locations. Promotion runs through March 31st. Some restrictions may apply. A one-time 2% balance transfer fee for each balance transfer applies. After the 12 promotional billing cycles, a standard variable APR applies. Rates, terms, and conditions are based on an individual's creditworthiness.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Have you had an MRI and later were shocked by the high cost of your copay? Your out-of-pocket insurance cost can be 3 times higher depending on where you go. Call us first. Find out your estimated costs before your exam. And if you don't have insurance, pay as little as $4.25. Why pay more? It's your choice where you go. Choose from our 3 locations: Auburn, Decatur, or Fort Wayne Open MRI on Lake Avenue.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, 40 minutes into this one, the score 2-0 Komets. Both goals scored in the first period. Both goals coming from Mike Embach, and that's where we stand right now. In fact, the only statistic in the second period was Embach, who picked up an interference call at 9:38. Shots on goal, 9-9. Overall, 20 for the Komets, 18 for the Cincinnati Cyclones here after 40 minutes of action. And a good crowd in here again tonight. We'll try to check the stat sheet as soon as we get the new one. That one should have the attendance on it, so we'll try to pass it along to you when we get it. Huh? Well, let's see. We're eventually going to have Komet GM Dave Franke up. They've made a lot of moves here, bouncing around, trying to make sure they can keep everybody straight on this one. And that's what we're looking at right now. Boy, oh boy, India just hammered Evansville. We'll have those scores for you, too, as we move down the line. After this one tonight, Komets are on the road for 2 in Toledo tomorrow night, and then, of course, in Kalamazoo on Sunday afternoon. And that will take care of another week as time flies. here in the ECHL season. We're past the halfway point right now. And with that in mind, of course, wow, where in the world is this season? When you win, it goes fast. When you lose, it drags. I'd love to have it go fast, except you spend your age too quick, but that's all right. We'll get going. Fella just settling down here in front of me right now. We will be talking with him in a moment, and we want to find out where all these new bodies are coming from. Komets GM David Franke. Our crowd tonight, 8,108. Yes, this is Komet Hockey.
Hey, we have some good news for the new year. Eating a little better just got a lot easier because Applebee's took grill and bar favorites you love and made them a little better for you. Stop by today and try our new grilled onion sirloin with stout gravy, shrimp wonton stir fry, or hot shot whiskey chicken starting at $9.99. All of the bold flavor, less of the calories. Only at Applebee's. Price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Pass on your love of gardening to your children by letting them explore the garden with Midwest Gloves and Gear's full line of Disney products. Mickey Mouse, Princesses, Minnie Mouse, Cars, Fairies, and Frozen are featured in Midwest Disney line of products, including gloves, hats, watering cans, buckets, tools, and much more. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Renegade with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy, starting at $17,995 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-new redesigned Ram Rebel. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is a new crowd favorite with a muscle to back it up. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
In 1965, this was the sound of the fast food industry.
All right, today we need to process 50 gallons of, 3 vats of, and 27 pounds of. Thank you.
That same year, Subway founders Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up to create a new sound.
Can you hand me some tomatoes? Wow, that bread smells good.
That sound was the sound of fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Well, as per advertised, we have Komet General Manager David Franke on the scene, and I'm just looking at some of the new bodies in here. Not all of them are playing tonight. We've got Gentry Zollers is here. A kid that impresses me is this big Mason Gertson, doing a nice job, and we see some other strange names that have appeared on the scene. And where do you find them all, David?
Well, you know, Gary found Leo Thomas, not found him, but he was in our training camp, as everybody knows.
Right, yeah.
We needed a centerman, and we had a veteran spot open, so we thought we'd bring Leo in. And then Gertson, he got reassigned by Colorado through San Antonio yesterday to Fort Wayne. Picked him up last night at about 11:30 at the airport, and brought him into the rink at
See
about
the nice
midnight.
job the GMs have. They pick him up at 11.
Yeah, he thought he was impressed. Then we came out on the bench and they were tearing down the Coliseum floor, the basketball floor, because the Mad Ants were in.
Yeah.
And boy, those pieces of basketball floor look like they're heavy as heck.
Oh boy, they are.
So Gertson, anyways, he's a first-year pro. He was drafted in the 4th round when he was drafted, and he's a rookie with them, and he wasn't really playing that much in San Antonio, and they want to get him some ice time and get him confident. Hopefully he'll be here a while. He's a nice kid. He's a big kid. He's real rangy, and he's pretty tough, too.
Well, those tough Westerners, and I know the Easterners don't like to hear it, but the Westerners like to say it.
Hey, they're those Western kids.
It's a different lifestyle out there.
Yeah, it is. It's out west. When you say west, it's west.
Yeah, they're the only guys come to camp with cowboy boots on.
Don't go any farther west than that unless it's in the ocean.
No doubt about it. But again, you know, you're looking at a couple kids that look good. Quality replacements. Will we get the rest of them back? Who knows? Some of them I don't think we'll see the rest of the year now.
Well, you know, we could have them come in and out. It just depends. The main thing is Colorado stays healthy, San Antonio stays healthy, then we're going to end up with more players.
Yeah.
And Colorado's made some moves over the last month or so, and they've acquired a couple players without really giving up much, and that kind of filters everybody down a little bit more. So, you know, we take it a day at a time. Figure out what we do. We control what we can control.
Yeah.
And when they send a guy or take a guy, then we just readjust.
Well, you know, the Colorado's some pretty good horse traders. They've come up with a couple of pretty good bodies in the last 3 to 4 weeks, and they're young. They're definitely a team of the future.
Well, I think so. You know, they're, you know, they got off to a rough start, but they're playing better lately. San Antonio got off to a good start, and then they kind of slipped a little bit. But, you know, it's a funny game, and, you know, there's guys in and out of the lineup a lot, and that's tough. It's tough to keep the continuity. And, you know, there is a step between the AHL and the NHL, just like there is between the ECHL and the AHL. And not everybody can make that step. But
and it's a very definitive step, too. Boy.
Yeah, it's very definitive, and not a lot of guys are able to do it. But that's, you know, it's the nature of the business, I guess.
Well, I think when you see kids that finally get a look at the big league, and they get up there and skate for a couple of games, it's all relative. Everybody looks okay, but go up and skate there. My God, do those guys skate. Whoa, baby.
Yeah, they're the premier skaters in the world playing in the NHL. Some of the best skaters in the world. They're playmakers. The things they can do on a pair of skates, you know, we marvel here at what our players can do, but at the National Hockey League level, it's like ballet on ice, and
it's the big league.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Well, you know, I think your coaching staff between Schaff and Gary, they really have communicated and meshed. And when you watch what goes on when they get in their planning meetings, Schaff has so much hockey knowledge in terms of basic fundamentals of how to play the game, learned the hard way in the Russian Hockey Federation, and they left no stone unturned. Back in those days, everybody that came out of there was complete. It just depends on how high your level of play was.
Well, their fundamentals are excellent. You know, their skill set, their fundamentals. You know, Shaffy, his English is improving. You know, he's been working on that, and he really communicates with the guys. It's fun to go out to practice and watch Shaffy on some practices after the official practice. He'll be out there with the forwards, and he'll put chairs on the ice, pylons and water bottles, and have guys doing drills off of that. And the guys really take to him. And you can see in our style of game, this year I think we're a lot more movement, than we are straight up and down all the time. And especially on the power play, you can see the influence of Shafronov and how we position ourselves and pass the puck.
And he also has a very good way of doing a lot of short game play coming out of the zone. I mean, and then they're getting more varied. They can open it up and go wide, or they can get the little short passes, and they just eat their way right into the attacking zone.
I mean, that's the key to this game is moving the puck up the ice.
Isn't that the truth?
And try to, and it's, you know, it sounds easy, but it's not always that easy. But
it looks good in the stands, but you get on the ice, it's just like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, lot different.
Well, you've been doing a heck of a job. You and Gary have you've kept your balance. We've not had a real heavy down period at all this year, and in spite of some of the kids that came in here to play, they all gave it the best they had, and they kept us in the middle of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you know, and everybody that came in here and filled in for us either went back to their team in the SPHL or went to another team in the ECHL, and you know, that's the thing that you want to, if you let a kid go, number one, you hope he gets picked up in the league, and number two, you know, he's got to go back to his other team, and but at least he's got a job. And in this business, and the players will say it, when you get to that level of filler type, you know, it's very competitive.
Totally down the line. Well, you guys have done a great job, David, and I appreciate you stopping by to elaborate a little bit about some new bodies. And we've got a big weekend here. Getting through this weekend is going to mean a lot.
Oh, it is. This is, you know, home game tonight in Toledo. There'll be a full house there tomorrow night. Yeah. They're having a big old-timer introduction, I guess, before the game. And then we got to go to war Sunday up in Kalamazoo, and you know how that is.
Oh, baby, it's going to be something else.
It'll be fun. Fun weekend.
And may I say in passing for you and the Franke family, thank you so much for the wonderful deal you gave me Sunday on my birthday. And I can remember the one person I saw coming off the ice was you.
Yep.
Standing alongside the boards with your hand out and this great big smile. God bless you.
Thank you, Bob. It was fun. A lot of fun.
And that's our story. Comet General Manager David Franke. We will be back in a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
Hey girls, want to go to a group class at Speece tonight? I think I'm headed to spin class. The upbeat music and the energetic instructors help me enjoy exercising.
Well, I want to go to yoga. There's nothing better than a calming workout after a stressful day at the office.
I've heard they have Aqua Zumba, but I don't have a Speece membership. How can I try to see if I like it?
Simply bring your Comet ticket stub to receive a free one-week trial. With over 100 group class times, Speece Fitness has a variety of classes to fit anyone's schedule and fitness routine. All group and aqua classes are free to members. Speece Fitness is the premier club offering the most services and amenities in Fort Wayne. In addition to the clean, spacious facility and amazing staff, Speece also offers flexible membership plans, corporate and insurance discounts, and affordable child care. Visit Speece Fitness, located conveniently off I-69, and bring your Comet ticket stub to receive a free one-week trial.
Once upon a galaxy in a world far, far ago.
This party is lame. There's no cool kids here.
But, Dad, you planned the party.
You're right. I'm tired of being in the doghouse. The other dads are laughing at me and throwing cats. That's seriously bad.
Since Father Figure was concerned with his approval rating, he knew we needed to act fast.
We need someone to bring the fun stat.
How about me, kids?
Get out of here, you. You're bat poop crazy. And besides, I'm 43.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Well, we dodged a rubber chicken with that one.
Now, since Father Figure had incurred the wrath of the clown mafia, he knew he needed to overcompensate and get some cool points fast. Oh, yes. Cool points are like gold. Pretty shiny gold.
I need to call Tag Art. Give me that phone, Joey.
It's Tommy.
That's what I said, Frank. I'm dialing 456-6999.
With that, Father Figure was instantly connected to Tag Art, where a whole list of service options were laid out before him. Caricatures, face painting, costume characters, stilt walkers, and beyond. No pressure, no egos, and all local talent. Tax-paying artists, bully.
And no more flying cats.
Father Figure further learned of Tag Art's website, tagartcompany.com, where he could see samples of work and not just trust a stranger with a great phone voice.
He did have a great phone voice.
So the next time you need to bring the fun to your party, college, office, mitzvah, reception, or general wacky-doo shindig.
They do wacky-doo, too?
They truly do. For you, too. No poo. So get the tag team, and you'll know why they say, Tag, we're it.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just just treat yourself to a night of entertainment. Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Well, even the start to this period is going to be pretty interesting because these guys are going to have to jump us. Well, they got to make something happen pretty quick now.
We have a 2-0 lead, but this game's far from being over right now. The Cincinnati team sneaks around, and if they score one, they can score 2 or 3. So we have to play a very solid third period and get another goal in this game here to hold on to this lead.
All right, right now, back at center ice, as it'll be Brett Perlini heading into the face-off against the Clones.
And I think they know that, too. I mean, the last time we were up in Cincinnati, we get beat 6-4. We had a comeback, and then all of a sudden they tore away again, and we couldn't catch them. So
empty net finished us off, Here we come. Cincinnati getting the opening face-off. Here they come. Fort Wayne zone chipped into the corner. Chased down by Southorn. Southie up the wall. Where'd it go?
Into the crowd.
Came off the glove of one of the Cincinnati players. He went to knock it down, bounced off his glove up into the crowd as that was Manella.
Face-off comes just outside the Komet zone. Perlini will take the draw again.
Back we come into the face-off, ready for this one. And where they go? Komets with Szydlowski. Sid now dangling a little bit, trying to find his way. Sends to the defense. Harmonic coming off left side into the zone, going deep off behind the net, going into the corner. It's Perlini going in, trying to chase his guy Weissapel off the play. But here they come. Down to the Fort Wayne zone, back into the corner, picked off by the defense. Komets have it. Here's Southie, cross ring. Harmonic coming back, has daylight. He's over the line, tips it into the corner. Whoa, front of the net.
Perlini's
feet. Missed a chance. Perlini coming into the slot. Here's Szydlowski, got it back. Embach now, high in the slot, on the net, came back again. Picked off, and here comes Cincinnati on their way to center. Into the Fort Wayne zone, wide left side of the front of the net. It is off the side of the goal, no play. Komets followed around the far side as they walk their way into the zone. Rebound in front of the net. Whoa, baby, what a play.
Got a piece of it, lost the rebound.
What a play, and there should have been a penalty as they just hauled Muirs down. Here they come back at center. And using the foot for the old catch the pass deal didn't work for Perlini, but they make their line change. Here they come into the Fort Wayne zone. Good save again as Nagle turns it up onto the screen. So they're going hot and heavy here right now, trying to get it going. 18:34 left in this match. It is 2-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
It's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details, subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Here we come, a little altercation down behind the net I've been watching to see who's going to have something to say about it.
Just a lot of talking and pushing right now.
There, no problem at all.
And who's in the middle of it?
If I ever saw a rat on a hockey club, this guy's in it.
Well, he comes out of the crowd. First one out of the crowd, goes to the box so he doesn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
And he's in the middle of it all the time. So good guy to have on your team.
Really is. He's not afraid of anything.
No.
I mean, I hope he takes boxing lessons this summer. But he doesn't care. He covers up pretty good. Yeah. He doesn't too often get a lick or anything.
We got to make those passes right. We made two sloppy passes so far in this period, and since he's got a couple of shots.
Szydlowski gets the draw. Bo, take a look as trying to move out of the zone, but not quick enough that time was Perry. Cincy back in their own zone, coming back up the middle. They meet at the corner, and here comes Saul with the puck. Cross rink. Look out. Perry let it bounce away. They got a man up top. Can't get it off behind the net. Another sloppy pass was the problem there. Here they come up top on the left side to the point. Gates trying to put it back in the corner. Komets have it. We'll get it in a hurry. Here we come. Back comes Szydlowski. Cross rink pass is good. Going to the line. No play. They had to put on the brakes and come back as Weber was going to make a break for it. Komets are back into the zone. Szydlowski had it taken away. Komets in a line change, and here comes the Clones back towards center into the Fort Wayne zone. Wide on the left wing. Manella going to the corner. Blocked there. Komets come to center. Couldn't catch up to that one. Back it comes again. Cincinnati with Noonan to the wall. Can't make the play. Down they come, and they're beginning to intensify. Up they come. Who's got the move? Perlini didn't get too excited, but he comes up with the puck there for a minute. Can't finish it off. Now they jam away, and here they come the other way. Penalty call will be against the Komets again.
Yeah. I don't know. Was it? No, it wasn't Saul. Was it? No.
Yeah, Saul's down.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, he fell down on the ice, and as he was falling, he dragged down the Cincy player with him. He's going to get the hooking or a holding or
it's going to be a
hooking penalty, high stick.
Looks like a hook. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, everything. Big guy like that starts falling. If he falls on somebody, he got everything moving. So, Komets a man short. Elbowing, they call it.
An elbow. Well, whatever they call it.
That's what I said. You get his size, he starts falling. Everything gets in play.
And Cincinnati has turned it up a couple of notches, and they're putting the pressure on our end. So,
two shots.
We got to hang on here because they are going after us.
Power play, Cincy. Let's make it happen, guys.
Here they come in the corner. Here's Southie back up the wall. Where did it go? Kept in at the point. Now back in the corner again. They got a man walking out front trying to get a play, and it's turned out. Komets have it. Cleared the length of the rink.
Szydlowski knocks it down.
Yes, took it nice and easy back in the corner. No sense putting rifle shots in there. Take your time. Get it off the clock. Cincinnati with Wysopel at the throttle, coming up on the wing right side, trying to go long to the left side, which they do. Into the zone. Komets have it again. Take a look. Weber nicely length of the rink again. So that's good. Keep it in their end. Can't get hurt with that. No doubt about it. So they'll keep playing around with it, trying to get it going. Back out they come one more time, and into the zone, trying to sweep it off the left wall, going hard to the corner. Downing can't dig it out in time. Now they're looking behind the net, coming back up ice. Oh, and it's thrown away by Cincinnati.
Yeah, they didn't hit anybody on the point.
Nope. Thank you. They'll start it all over again. Wysopel back in the zone. At the throttle, turn back up on the wall. Mealy coming to center. Tommy keeps coming. Fort Wayne zone. All the way across the corner into the far zone. D-man Gertzen, he nails his guy. Komets have it. Here comes Szydlowski. He's got some help coming to center into the zone, but unable to handle the puck that time. Thomas. It bounced right off his stick. Komets changed the penalty kill. 35 seconds still left. Here they come again. Back into the corner.
Outside, way over here.
Oh, baby, that was a nice
Mealy
one
trying to sneak in. He got caught.
50-39. Still left in period 3. 2-0. Komets hold the lead, and this is Komet hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the values you've been looking for on all the new 2016 models. Starting at $16,405, the all-new 2016 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time truck of the year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial Pro Master vans for all your work needs. Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Driven deep into the corner by the big D-man Gertzen. Down deep inside the zone, came back out at center. A little tip pass comes to the line. Back in they come all the way left side, trying to go to the net. Wilson, the shot's knocked down. Komets have it back, couldn't hold it. Here's Sid, kind of moving up the, lost it again. Gertzen after this one. They come out front of the net, jamming it. Nice move.
Nagle's got it, I think, underneath him.
Play.
He thinks he's got it, and the whistle goes. Puck is right there by the post. Komets, man, all even now. 5 on 5, both teams.
Somebody just got Gertson's attention, or no. I thought it was Gertson. Yeah, it was. Whacked him a little bit, and he just sort of started to stalk him, and the linesman got in the way as Gertson looked like he had evil intent. Right now, they changed the lines. Faceoff stays in the Fort Wayne zone.
Yeah,
21 shots on goal.
Kerhersky will take the draw in the Komet zone right now.
And he will face this one off against Carlson. Cody Carlson. Here it comes all the way down the ice inside the Cincinnati zone. And after this one is Weinstein, and this little guy can hum. He's the D-man, a little short guy. Komets get it back, keeping it down in the corner. Going in on the forward press is going to be Szydlowski. Came back up the right side. They try for it again. Komets break that one up and back into the zone one more time, trying to keep it alive. Shaftsma couldn't play. Here they come. Fort Wayne zone flipped in the corner by Budish around behind the net. Who's got it out to center again? Weinstein sends it deep into the corner. On the rush to center. Gates coming to the line. Chased off by Shaftsma. Down in the corner. Look out. Here we come again. Nice move, Shaftsma. Good pass up the wall as it's going to be Cody Soul, but they take it away from Cody, and the Komets get it right back into the zone and move it out. Here we come all the way to the Cincinnati blue line. Picked up, dumped back in neutral ice by Noonan. Noonan got it back one more time. He's on the rush coming to the Fort Wayne line. Going across the zone all the way left side. Shot. Save. That was a high rising shot. Look out. Komets had it. Couldn't hold it. Here they come again. Wide of the net. Picked back off on the far wall. Noonan. Noonan's got it. They scramble for this one. Where is it now? Komets with Thomas back out of the zone. And you got to move it behind the net that time. Montgomery, good move. Gets a give-and-go pass all the way cross rink. Skate to it. All right. Weber. Yep, Weber waits for it. Now it's down in the corner. No icing called. There was a tick on the play. Look at Montgomery go in. Pushed his guy off the puck.
Here's
up
an
the
open
middle shot. Just missed the net. Coming in hard, Leo Thomas. Here they come the other way on the move. Mealy coming to center. Going into the zone. Wide left drive off the side of the net. Komets are back as Leo Thomas got it on his stick. Couldn't finish it off, but now sends it back inside the Cincinnati line. They're coming back to the Fort Wayne zone right now. They get a shot. Nice save, and hanging on is Nagle with a great play. So 12:31 left in this match. It is 2-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
WOWOAM Fort Wayne. On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. You can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Speece Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Daniels gets a shot on goal. Now it's picked up. Perlini got a shot. Komets try to move it deep. Daniels still with it. Going half wall left side. Up the middle. And
Szydlowski.
Whoa, what a
bear down.
Perlini had he borne down on that one.
Bear down on it. Should have gone up top.
He just kind of coasted, and that hurt him. Here they go, back into Fort Wayne zone. Drive wide of the net. Came off the left wall. After it, Komets. It's Montgomery on his way. Going to center. Feeds it around the defense all the way back in the corner. Szydlowski. Szydlowski goes in, comes after the puck. Played by Shaftsma. Shaftsma's got it. Trying to move it out front. Still with it. On the slot. Knocked down. Recovered there. And here comes Downing the other way. Komets intercepted neutral ice. Back up the middle we go. Komets have it back. Lead pass, and it goes nicely here.
Perry.
Ooh, Perry got a good wrist shot on that one. Back up it comes, and they come to center ice. Lead pass, Fort Wayne line. Yogan going in right wide, going to the left side. Unable to get the shot away. Downing, they take it away. Komets back up 3-on-2. Coming back in a hurry on the back check, though, was Budish. They come to the net, can't play it. Here we come. That one came off the screen, I believe, and the faceoff will stay inside the Cincinnati line with 10:41 to go. It is period 3. The Komets lead it 2-0. This is Komet Hockey.
Dependable, capable, advanced. One look at the 2016 Chevy Silverado and you'll see why it's the new face of strong. A muscular new grille gives Silverado a bold new look, while an available small block V8 engine offers impressive power and efficiency. Plus, it's built with high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Dependability based on longevity, 1987 through July 2015 full-size pickup registrations.
Emergency Radio Service is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their businesses more efficiently. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers2way.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Szydlowski.
Yep, Sid got a piece of that one, moved it around. He was hit on the corner of the net by Manella, and the net came off the mooring, and that got the whistle, and the faceoff will stay inside the Cincinnati zone with 10 minutes and 1 second left in the match. 2-0, Komets hold the lead.
Yeah, Szydlowski's move put him around one defenseman, and he would have gone right to the front of the net for a clear shot. The other defenseman jammed him into the goal post, and the net come off the mooring, and that forced the faceoff. But heck of a play, heck of a move by Szydlowski to try to get out in front again.
Leo Thomas now heads into the faceoff for Fort Wayne. Everything is set up, and the goaltender, for some reason or other, apparently I wonder if he broke a skate or something. He was kind of pumping himself along.
He might have got hit when the post there. The blade might have hit the goal post to get it stoned down a little bit.
Give him a nick out there, yeah. Very, very possible. So we'll see while they're having a little time out. With a half a period to go in our lead, 2-0. This is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, face-off. Komets have it. It's a tip way up in the air. Down it comes as it's going to be Montgomery behind the net. Can't finish the play. Goes to the far wall. Komets with front of the net, behind the net. Here we come with Kyle Thomas.
Trying to get it out in front.
Got to find somebody. All the way to the far post. Here it comes. At the net. Shot saved. Thomas beats his man to the play again. Here he comes by one. And at the net again. Turned wide. Komets out front. Another shot wide. After Montgomery again. Montgomery. Front of the net. It goes wide. And hanging on. The goaltender.
Comes Isles. Boy, he comes diving out for that puck.
Isles had seen enough of that. It was like a shooting gallery. He just dove out and grabbed it.
Yeah, nobody could play the body against Thomas. As the Komets really had some forechecking ability going on and really had the Cincinnati spinning around.
Wow.
Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Komets and Cincinnati change up their lines. They'll start all over again.
So back we go with a face-off to the right of Isles, the goaltender for the Clones. And it will be Kaczerski into the draw. He's got it out at the point. Let her go. And there it is, wide of the net, out behind the goal. It's Shaftsman who's got it up the middle. And you got to pull the trigger in a hurry. Szydlowski couldn't do it. Now he's got it in front of the net again. Here's Perry looking for help. Sends it into the corner where it's Szydlowski behind the goal. Turned back up by Shaftsman. Shaftsman coming away. Here he comes to the point. Get it on.
Point.
Save.
Point,
Poke
Weber.
to the corner. Back again. Shaftsman's got it. By one. Goes by trying to pick it up in the corner. Komets have it. Here's Perry. Perry looks. Shaftsman has it blocked in front of the goal. Back up ice on the charge comes Jogan. Jogan can't get to it. They poke it away from him wide of the net. Komets have it with Cody Saul. Saul gets away from the first guy. Coming back up the wall. Lost it in the corner. Tried to stick handle right through a cross check on by Manella. Couldn't make the play, but here is Shaftsman. And it's an icing call here as back it goes into the corner with 8:31 left in this match. And the score 2-0 Komets, and this is Comet Hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
In 1965, this was the sound of the fast food industry.
All right, today we need to process 50 gallons of, 3 vats of, and 27 pounds of. Thank you.
That same year, Subway founders Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up to create a new sound.
Can you hand me some tomatoes?
Wow, that bread smells good. That sound was the sound of fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Okay, at the 12-minute mark, we have it, what, no trip?
Yeah, it's tripping. Noonan, I believe.
Let's call it. Yeah, Noonan got it.
Yeah. Szydlowski was flying down the right wing. He was cutting towards the net. He was being cut off. Noonan got his stick underneath him, and the goaltender come out and really got him. And Noonan, I think, is going to draw the penalty on the play. But Szydlowski went down hard as he went for the net. Isles and Newman paired up, knocks it down. Penalty to, well, they're going to give it to number 1. Yeah, they're going to give it to Isles.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Noonan might have to go and serve the penalty, but they both cut him down pretty good. Power play Komets. Now we got 2 up on the board.
Yeah.
Both of them are going to get a penalty.
Whoa. And the other penalty is assessed to Noonan, yeah.
Oh, he got unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noonan unsportsmanlike.
Isles got the tripping penalty. Noonan got the unsportsmanlike. He must
we have a 5-on-3 at a moment that we can use.
Yep. Let's make it happen right here. We can put the first nail in the coffin on him.
Yep. See if it can happen. I mean, a goal here is vital.
Yeah.
At 2-0. Man, you're just skirting the edges.
Yeah, well, you got a rested line up there. You got, of course, Embach and Szydlowski and Perlini at center. So we'll do what we have to do right here.
Get a draw, get a draw. We should monopolize it. We couldn't get a draw. Round the far boards.
We lose a draw on that. That didn't help.
Nope, not at all. All right, Southorn coming back. You won't find a deep forecheck here. And it goes all the way to the corner. Perry, round behind the net. Perlini out at the point. Here we come again. Southorn up the middle. It's Embach. Embach cross rink up to Southie. Southie's coming wide. Embach looks again. Southorn again. Southorn. Embach. Come on, come on, come on.
It's been pretty tight.
Here we come up the wall. Can't play. Here's Embach back to Southie. Southie let her fly. Whoa,
Perlini
what a save. As Perlini teed up one and let her fly.
Yeah, they seem to be leaning a little bit towards over with Szydlowski, who was sitting on his spot waiting for the shot. They come this side here to Perlini, and the play was there. He let the shot go, but the goaltender Isles was able to dive across and got enough of it to hold on to the puck. Good movement, good shot.
You can see how they study your tapes, eh?
Oh, yeah.
They had Sid covered pretty well. All right, here we come again. Perlini needs a draw. Can he get this one away from Jogan? He does. At the point, Komets have it. Ooh, down in the slot, almost dangerous, but it's Embach with it now. Embach. Ooh, tipped wide. Komets have it around behind the net. Perlini chips it up the wall. Perry on the half wall. Here they come, trying to move it wide again. All the way up the middle as Sid sends it wide. Turned up the middle again. Wide of the net. Komets couldn't hold this one. Back out they come. Embach got it. Shot. Save. Wide. Round the wall. Komets get it again. Spinning away this time. Perry up top. Southey with a drive.
Right
to the goal crease.
Embach got a piece of it, but he stopped instead of deflecting it.
Back comes the team again. Here we come. Southey on the attack. In he goes. Southorn, white point. Slides it off the wall. Komets getting a little traffic. But here's Perlini behind the net trying to set him up.
Looking for Szydlowski.
Embach
there it is.
With a drive. That deflects. They get it again. Here comes Sid trying to move it out in front. It is again Southorn. At the net. They flip it wide. And that time Perlini turns it out rather than in. Komets keep it alive again. Oh, cross rink, here we come. Sid fires off the shoulder of the goaltender. Komets with it again. Here we come. By one. Hanging on. Chipped out, and the Komets have it. Here's Sid. He's there. Oh, and couldn't.
Embach missed it. Couldn't handle it.
Embach had it and tried to just chip it in short side. Here they come again. Up the middle.
Southorn.
Another save.
There we are.
Szydlowski.
It was either Szydlowski or Perry. The two of them were standing there, and Perry, I think, got it.
Think Perry got it?
Yeah, I think it was Perry. He was standing there, and the puck, the Raptor, 2 shots on the net. It finally came to him. He stayed still. He whacked it in the open sides. The goaltender was sprawling all over.
So, but the penalties were called at the 12-minute mark. The goal was scored at the 14-minute mark, and it'll be Szydlowski and or Perry. We'll find out in a moment. But it was a drive. They needed that one. 1 second, so that was a power play goal. Wow. Big one, big one. Leo Thomas looks to the draw. Couldn't get it. Cincinnati with it at their own zone. Up they come, trying to move back out. Lead pass knocked down, but unable to handle it, the Komets. Going in deep on the corner. A little back check coming through the zone. Oh, and a high stick. Big high stick.
Yeah. You got Kyle Thomas with a high stick. It was not intentional, but the stick got up around his chin area. A little pushing and shoving now from a few players. But Cincinnati will go back in the penalty box for 2 minutes for high sticking. They're after 17.
Back out of there comes Carlson. If he was the high sticker, which apparently he is, Carlson heads for the bin. High stick and the call there at 14-14. More power play time to the Komets. We're looking at 3-0 right now. And see if we can keep the pressure going here. As Thomas comes off the ice. What do we have coming up here? It looks as though Montgomery is going to be out as the heavies are coming in to put the pressure on. And they're going to leave Kyle Thomas on the right wing. It'll be Daniels out on a point, along with Muirs on the far side. Extra man out there. Here come the Komets jamming for it. Can't get it. It's wide, and it goes all the way to center. Making the break to the Komet line, Yogan. He's got help on a trailer. Into the zone they go. What a nice defensive move there. As that one covered nicely by Daniels. Down in the zone they come. Trying to move it out. Komets have it. As you got to skate out of it. Attaboy, Embach. Or no, it was, I'm sorry. It was instead Kosierski. All I could see was the 5. All right, back they come into the Fort Wayne zone. One man on the forecheck. That's Heward. Komets have it. Look out, and behind the net. Up on the near side. Here is Kosierski behind the net again. They're getting a little tight here. Coming back up the wall and on the move to center. Moving hard is Kyle Thomas. In goes Kyle. Stops at the zone. Feeds it off into the corner right side. Behind the net, Montgomery. Came off the far wall. Nobody on the far point. Back we come one more time. Up top. There it is. Shot. Wide. Picked up again by Muirs. Muirs on the half wall. Left side. And another one. That's deflected way up in the air and up onto the screen. So 4-4-6 still left in period number 3. Komets with a 3-0 lead. Power play with yet a minute to go. This is Komet hockey.
Maybe it's hot out today, or maybe it's cold, but this weather's got you thinking about heading to the bar for an ice-cold Coors Light. Maybe it's a bar built into the steep cliff face of the Rocky Mountains with a waterfall that pours down on a multitude of Coors Lights, chilling them with the frigid power of a Rocky Mountain stream. You order one and it suddenly appears in your hand. It's so cold you feel like a giant eagle riding on cool winds, content with your foray into Rocky Mountain country. Forgot about the weather already, didn't you? Thanks, Coors Light. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Great beer, great responsibility.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Face-off inside the Cincinnati zone to the left of Isles the goaler. 48 seconds on the Comet power play. The score 3-0 Fort Wayne. As Perlini gets the draw, it comes out to the right point. Now back down the wall in the corner. They lose short pass. They bounce this one around, and that was a hand pass, but in the defensive zone, so no problem. One man coming in hard on the play. It's going to be Wilson going back, trying to play it. Komets get it back. All the way up. Good lead pass at center. Nice right wing pass into Perry. Perry going through, trying to slip it out to the point. He's after it again. Komets hold it. Here we come. One more time. Perlini up front. Right on. Ooh, and another high stick. Going back to center. Somebody go for it. It'll be Szydlowski.
Less than 4 minutes.
Yep, 10 seconds left on the power play, and here they come at center ice. Komets have it yet. Attaboy. In it comes nicely. Perry off to Sid in front of the net, trying to move it. Szydlowski's got it on the half wall right side. Turned out at the point. Trying to keep that one in. They couldn't get it done.
Two men coming back.
After their own zone. Nice move by Weber. Weber gets away. Hard forecheck on him. Back comes Weber. Nice move again. Into the zone he goes all the way to the corner. Feeds it off at the side of the net. Unable to make the play. This one skipped all the way up onto the screen. Whistle. Face-off stays inside the Cincinnati zone to the right of Andy Isles, the goaltender. 3:26 left in this match. 3-0 Komets. This is Comet hockey.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. These coffee lovers source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. They also have a great dark roast coffee. Rich, full-flavored, and has a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee. At participating U.S. restaurants.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We built our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets, an auto mechanic service to fit your busy life. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Face-off goes inside the Cincinnati line. In control. Here's Weinstein trying to come to center. Moves to the Fort Wayne line. Broken up in front of the net, and look out.
The net.
Good move. A lot of power in front of the goal mouth that time. Is piling it up. That time was Grassell. Can't make it. The Komets now coming out of the zone. They go to center. There's 2.5 left in this one. Cincinnati will do what they can to get one. Crosswink wide. Nice move. Here comes Montgomery. Into the zone. Front of the net. Side to call as Leo got into the zone just a little bit ahead of the play. Leo's getting too fast for his own good.
Well, he was open for a second. If he had been able to handle the pass and go, he was in, but unfortunately the offside was called. It brings it back outside, and 2:47 to go.
And Gary's moving players around quickly, keep them fresh now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, face-off back in the neutral zone as it'll be Kosierski into the draw. Going hard, he and Huard square away. Komets get it again. Let's hang on to it. As back out it comes. Weak pass, but they got it at center. Komets on the win, 2 down. Here we come at the line, poked around the corner. Muirs is there. Muirs looking. He's got it out. Where is he going with it? Slides it back in the corner. Broken up there by Gates, the defender. Comes all the way across rink. Komets after this one, trying to poke it away. They had it for a minute, trying to move it again. Hey, they break it up one more time. As this time Kosierski couldn't hang on to it. Now they poke it back on the wall. Muirs is offside on the play and leaves it back in the neutral zone. 2:18 still left in period 3. 3-0 Komets hold the lead over the Cincinnati Cyclones.
Yeah, and Cody Soul, he's been kicked out of the game. He got a 10-minute
he was doing some pretty good yapping over at the
Cincinnati it had to be
bench.
something he said or doing some talking to the referee, but he's gone for the evening. So team's still at 5-on-5.
Yeah, limited hot water. He got the early shower. Here we come. Komets now at the play. They couldn't get it out of the zone. No, but it's Szydlowski. He dumps it out to center ice. Cincinnati knocks it down. Played by Weinstein. Weinstein has to go deep to his defender, who's Weisopel, and behind the net, here comes Weinstein up the left board. all the way to the line. They try to jam it away. Good move by Harmonic, but look out, got a man coming out front.
The goaltender.
Wide of the net, and the goaltender out at the far zone. Where's this one? Poking away at it. And they still can't get it. Now the Komets have it. Look out as Weber, good move, dives into the hole. Get it out. Oh, come on.
Give it to him.
They
score.
Get the goal.
Yeah.
That was a cough up by Embach.
Yeah. Yeah, Embach had it, too. He tried to give a little shuffle pass to the centerman, and they got intercepted. They moved over to the far wing here on the dot, a one-timer up at the top shelf. And again, Nagle, no chance at all on that one. It was a bang-bang play after they intercepted the pass.
So it's 3-1 right now with 1:38 to go, and that's a lot of time. They're on the board, and that's one of the things they were working hard to get. See if we can see who got the goal. 18:22, time of the goal.
Yeah, empty net goal.
What did he say?
I can't hear him.
19, Downing. Yep, Downing got the goal. All righty. Now they're going to have a little conversation because it's getting to the short strokes. There's a lot of time. A minute and a half is a long time in hockey at the end of a game.
Well, they get possession of the puck and they get it back into the common zone. Then they get the goalie out. They have the extra attacker as they did on there. And if you make mistakes, you're going to get burnt. But they've got a 2-goal lead. They just play it cool and handle the puck and make sure they don't give it away as they did. They'll be all right. 2-goal lead. Minute and 38 seconds.
Well, here we go as time is back in, and they head out to center ice for the face-off, or where's the puck? Can't see it. Apparently it's where? At center ice?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, the fans are not going to go too far on this one, I'll tell you. 8,108, I believe, was the final tally. Here we come. Szydlowski into the face-off. We're waiting for it to happen. Back to the Cincinnati defense. Back it comes Fort Wayne
Comes
zone.
the goaltender.
Hustle. Back out we come, and it's tipped way up in the air. Foot race on, and unable to get there in time, Leo Thomas. Here comes Cincinnati with 1:20. Up they come into the zone. Turned wide one more time. At the net, Komets have it. Out of the zone. Oh, come on. Take a look. Around the far wall. Here's Shaftsma, turns it out to neutral ice. Chasing this one down, Mealy at his own blue line for Cincinnati. Comes cross rink, turned the pass to Budish. Budish can't come out of the zone. Now he's moving all the way to the Fort Wayne line, going in deep, trying to go by the D. Nice save again.
Last minute.
Here they come. Back out. It goes to center ice one more time. Recovered there by Weisopel, the D-man for Cincinnati, trying to spread it out, find a play. Doesn't have it. Up the middle, into the Fort Wayne zone. They get a man breaking.
Right in.
Oh, nice play.
Nagle got a pad on it.
Boy, they really trapped. Jogan got in there, and they never saw him coming. Back they come again. Into the corner, Southorn on the wall. Look out, coming back up the near wall, on the half wall, left side, trying to get a play, trying to move it out.
Right to the net. Nagle again made the save.
Here we come again. Back up the ice, they can't clear it. The extra man is on for Fort Wayne, and they're mucking it up in the corner with 20 seconds to go. Here they come up top again, can't play it.
Embach finally gets it.
Out they come at center ice. Here's Szydlowski. City. Bingo! Empty netter. 4-1. Empty net goal at 19:48. And
he took his time. Embach finally made the right play on that. He had made the mistake on the goal that they had got at 18:22. This time he got it, looked, made sure he saw Szydlowski cut. He gave him a good pass. Szydlowski got over the red line, used the defenseman through the legs. Empty net goal, Szydlowski.
Jogan a little unhappy about something. He's giving the referee a ton of talk there. Here we come, ready for the face-off at center ice. So the goal was Szydlowski and the assist to Embach. Cincinnati with 8 seconds left come to the Fort Wayne line. All the way back in the corner, Weber. He's got it back. Flips it where? Up the wall. They give it away. Now back at center. Buzzer goes. End of hockey game. And a little altercation down inside the line as somebody took a shot at Kyle Thomas right as the game was over. And we're digging around to try to find somebody, I guess. And they just want to stop it right there. Get it out of here. No further action on the play. as Thomas and Gates stand side to side. And they're breaking it up down there at the present time, sending the boys to the locker room. All right, and the referee says, one more, boys. Let's go here. Get out of here. And now they congratulate ye old goaltender, Pat Nagle. Big, big, big day for Patrick. It's 4-1. 1948 Sid's goal, 4-1 empty net. That's the way it is. Post-game show coming at you. This is Comet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Hey, we have some good news for the new year. Eating a little better just got a lot easier because Applebee's took grill and bar favorites you love and made them a little better for you. Stop by today and try our new grilled onion sirloin with stout gravy, shrimp wonton stir fry, or hot shot whiskey chicken starting at $9.99. All of the bold flavor, less of the calories. Only at Applebee's. Price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Welcome to the Comet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
Well, I'm glad that's over. You make one mistake, it starts to get hairy.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of mistakes made all the way through it, but they kept dodging the bullet with the good play by Nagels back there. 26 saves he made. And 9 in the first, 9 in the second, 8 in the third. Pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But he kept them in there. A lot of little scrambles around the net that he controlled, and the defense helped out. But Nagel's a good game again.
Indeed. First star, I believe, wasn't
it?
Yep. He deserved it. And I think number 2 star Embach with a pair of goals and an assist. And Szydlowski, what did he get? A couple of goals.
A goal.
He got the third goal, a power play, and the fourth goal, an empty netter. So that's that line pretty well wrapped up the scoring, but it was a big night for the K's in their division. Cincinnati was closing in on them, and that's a big 2 points to get some separation.
Yeah, they only had 2 games left against them, and both those games are in Cincinnati, so a big win here tonight.
So a good crowd, too, as we...
8,000.
Over 8,000 came to the building to watch this little soiree go. And actually, first period came along. Embach 1-0 at 42 seconds, and then Embach 12:06 made it 2-0. We could have gone home right there, but it was a lot more fun to stay. And then Szydlowski took the other half of the show at 14 minutes into the second, or into the third rather, and then Szydlowski at 19:48 of the third. So 2 guys get all the goals. But
Perry actually got the third goal.
Oh, did he get the third goal?
From Southorn and Perlini. So we thought it could have been Szydlowski, but it was Perry actually got the goal.
Okay, so that's good. Everybody gets to the end.
Spread it out a bit.
We outshoot them by 1, 29-28. But a good hockey game, and it was not over till the final buzzer. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you got to watch Cincinnati. Good hockey team, and very close checking, and people probably figured it wasn't wide open and we didn't see a lot of goals, but they had to be patient, and you had to be checking well, and you had to do the things you had to do right, and we played pretty well defensively. A couple of the big guys back there laid some body around to push them away from the net.
And they never gave them that center area to get working in.
Right.
Take it away all game. And they kept him wide. And right toward the end, Yogan beat the D down wide. They did that in Cincinnati several times. But otherwise, I thought we were pretty tight in terms of defending our own zone.
Yeah, pretty consistent. Good 3 lines all the way through. And as I said, nice to see Embach, Szydlowski, and Perlini back on that line.
So a good line. And if we can keep that good line, it'll be a good night tomorrow. We'll be in Cincinnati.
Yep.
And then on Sunday, Toledo. Sunday we go to War in Kalamazoo.
Yep.
So it's going to be a big week. We'll be back and look at scores of other games around the ECHL in just a moment. Stay where you are. This is Comet Hockey.
Like surprises? Not when it comes to keeping your car running. That's why it's no surprise people go to Napa. With more than 400,000 quality parts and the know-how to back them all up, Napa is the difference between getting it right the first time and getting it right eventually. Napa know-how. 400,000 quality parts and one catchy song.
Napa, where Comet fans get their parts. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Well, let's have a look around the ECHL and see what other teams are doing, eh? We've got some finals over in Florida. They knock off Greenville 4-2. In Atlanta, Idaho comes in there and claims a 4-1 win. That's a final. Also, Indy at home to Evansville knock them off 7-3. Quad City was at Kalamazoo. The K-Wings win that one 6-5. Woo! What a deal that one was. Wheeling at Elmira knocks Elmira down. That score 4-0. Brampton and Toledo. Toledo a victor, 4-0 there. Another final, Manchester at Orlando. Manchester the winner 4-3. And at Adirondack, they beat Reading by a 3-0 count. The games that are still going, but in the closing moments at Norfolk, they lead South Carolina 8-2. And what else do we have here?